is that everybody is learning something new every day. So when we collectively come together and mastermind, it's amazing. So I'm going to quickly show you what, let's just go over the news, what's going on in the market right now, and just get a quick heads up while people are coming in. So give me a second. This is Crypto Suite. I promoted this in 2018. It's like the one thing that I promoted, and I won third on this launch. And the one thing I love about this is the news. So we're going to jump in there and kind of see what's going on. So Melania's Vision NFT launch, Trump's artful. The former First Lady, Melania Trump, announced the launch of her own NFT platform, as well as her first NFT, Melania's Vision. The platform is based on Solana and powered by Parler, and takes Sol and credit cards as payment. Does it envision 2024's presidential elections? Miss Trump's public statement reads, I am proud to announce. So we're just going to jump in and just kind of look at that one really quick. So, oh my God. Melania's Vision NFT launch, Trump's artful manipulation by Julia Alvarez. Is that for real? Like, am I really seeing that? Is that the NFT? Who is that that's laughing?
It's me, Susie one.
Yeah, you're laughing because that's our president, right? Or whatever.
No, I'm laughing at that doll that was lying there. Because that's what I won't express my.
What is that makes you laugh? The what?
Him. That man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay,
like
so that's the whole
in his
NFT.
face, you know.
He's on the streets of New York City, I guess. All right, so that's that. Katie Hahn leaves.
You know what's funny about that, Susie?
What?
It's funny about Trump because they said that Trump was taking away crypto. He didn't like it. He was going to get rid of it. His wife is doing it. So that was a lie, you know.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
Like,
that's
okay.
funny.
One of 10,000 lies.
Mm-hmm.
Creates.
Go back.
So that goes back to like who created Cryptoland. I say it's the money trust. So who is the money trust that created the dollar? That created. These are the people I think. Wow. They don't really say it. So basically on the Creature of Jekyll Island, this book, just a quick history, the Creature of Jekyll Island, the money trust. Okay, in this book, basically, this guy explains the creators of the dollar and what happened back when the dollar was created. There was a group of bankers in New York, and nobody wanted them in politics. It's called the money trust because they were running all the banks. And so the money trust overthrew themselves the dollar, and they all acted like they were against the dollar. And so back in 1912, I think those were the people that were responsible. This is my opinion, just my opinion. I think they sunk the Titanic because the 3 richest men in the world were on the Titanic. Right. What?
You're right.
All right, so they sunk the Titanic. They make this glorious movie thinking like it hit an iceberg, but whether it hit it or not and what happened on purpose. So the 3 richest men in the world got sunk to this, to the death because they were worth over $500 billion at that time. They could have just poo-pooed all of this dollar thing, so they had to take out the wealthiest men. So they all came in, and if you've ever listened to this book on CD, or audio, because it's a big ass book, but you'll learn that all the people involved in it had to speak against it. And so the reason why I'm bringing that up now is because when he started speaking against it, all I could think about was that's exactly what happened in 1912. They all spoke against it, and they knew, and it specifically states in here by G.F. Griffith, that they knew they were speaking against it on purpose because they knew that everyone at that time politically said, oh, if they're in the money trust, let's not elect them in. So they said, no, we're against the dollar because they were the creators. So the deal is that's why they made up that who knows who created crypto. And here's my theory. 20 years after the dollar was taken into the world and basically legitimatized or just totally consumed the planet, right? The richest men in the world at that point that was part of this died. And that's when the reality came into fruition and they revealed it. So in 2008, if we wrote a little bit down as to what the deal is, let's just maybe we can open one of these keynotes. In 2008 is when crypto was created. So in reality, I think plus 20 years, in 2028, we'll know exactly who actually created crypto. Just wait for it. We'll see. Nice. Let's see if we can have a slide. I think I created a keynote for you guys. All right, so anyways, that's the deal on that. Oh, I created a little slide for you guys. Or maybe I was creating some kind of a class eventually. All right, so let's just make a slide right here, a history slide. Or actually, we can just say this, and we can say duplicate and crypto 2008, crypto birthed. And then we could say, my theory, the money trust created it. So whether it's good or bad or ugly, we don't know what's going to happen, but that's my theory. Could be wrong. Oh well, if I am or not. Okay, so let's go back to the news. So that's it. If they spoke against it, that's why I knew there was some funny business. Most likely in 20 years, in 2020, we'll find out who it was. All right, so the next bit of news was Katie Haun leaves Andreessen Horowitz. Ooh, anytime I see these kind of last names, I think money, 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 because all Jewish people are wealthy, most likely to form her own crypto fund. So I don't know if that is a Jewish last name, but absolutely.
You know who Jason Horowitz is?
Who is he? Please tell me.
I'm sorry, I got a button. You remember I'm on the Tika shit, right?
Yeah, please. That's Dibble. That's our expert, our new expert.
Yeah, well, Andreessen Horowitz, he's one of the guys that he's like an angel investor, and he's first on all of that shit. When there's something that's coming out, he's one of the first people that's always investing in it. So if you want to know what's new and what's hot, all of the new 5G shit, he's deep in all of it, everything. So
The
when you see
5G.
that, yeah, and the crypto too. So when you see it says Katie Haun leaves him with all of that information that she probably learned off of him, and she's doing her own coin, you better find out what that coin is.
Kinda. Well, so who is this Katie Haun chick? Are they married or were they just friends?
Is she an actress?
Well, this is her. She's quite pretty.
Hmm.
Crypto investor Katie Haun to leave Bloomberg. To leave. I don't know. You know what? She reminds me of that girl that created the fake medical company, the fake blood testing company.
Right.
Got the same damn look, right?
That might be her.
No, I don't
No,
think that's not her. I remember that one. I remember.
yeah, this looks just like that. That's like the same, you know. Either way, you know what, guys? It's just be able to, whatever you get in, just make sure you can get out of it. Everyone has got their hustle going, right? So, and it's
That's why
just,
it's like, you see right there, it says VC investing. Go back.
yeah.
Venture capital investing.
former prosecutor, meet the former asked to investigate a Bitcoin who became the face of crypto VC investing.
So you see what that says? That says that somebody was told to investigate it to make sure it was real, and she turned out being somebody, one of the top people investing in it. Think about that.
Okay, Katie Hahn is the first female at Andreessen Horowitz and co-heads 350 million cryptocurrency fund. She and the firm have been driving force alongside Facebook to launch its Libra cryptocurrency coin. But guys, this is 2018. Libra went wayside, so that'll be interesting to see where that goes. All right, so there's that. There's that baldy guy. All right, we did that. Next one. Here's why Bitcoin traders expect choppy markets for the remainder of 2021. Bitcoin price appears pinned below 48,000, leading some analysts to forecast choppy markets. That's good. That means we're going to make some money. Here, okay. This is on Cointelegraph. Oh, we got new people. Let me just quickly just make sure everybody's unmuted. All right, we got John Pelletier. We got some new people here. Hi, Joey. And Sean Miller's here. And Winna. Okay, guys, just so you know, this is our crypto family crew. We're mastermind, so we're all unmuted. We all talk. And I'm just going to we're starting off with some news, and then I'm going to go through the markets and my coins, and we can create our own basket, but I'm going to go through everything on Coinbase too. But you're allowed to talk and say anything you want whenever you want, okay? This is like open forum talk time. Okay, here's why Bitcoin traders experts expect choppy markets. Inflation concerns and general sense of trepidation about the future of the global economy continues to put a damper on Bitcoin and altcoin prices. And currently, the crypto fear and greed index is solidly in the future zone, where it has been parked since the beginning of December, which is super exciting, guys, because it means it's on super sale. So we're going to jump to another of my favorite places to go shop for crypto, and I'll show you why it's exciting for somebody just now entering crypto. Despite the brief bump in prices seen across the markets following the recent Federal Open Market Committee. That's interesting. Federal Open Market Committee. What can we call that? FOMC, where the Fed Chair Jerome Powell indicated that interest rates will remain low for the time being. The overall sentiment in the crypto market continues to wane, signaling that 2021 could end on a bearish note. Nice. All right. So fear and greed index. Fear 29. Greed 71. Bitcoin prices could dampen due to macro concerns. Guys, I think truthfully, when you think about the big dogs that are getting in, they like to bang the market down before they're going to get in. All right. So just hang tight. They're just they're taking all the money out down so they can buy low. Bitcoin price could dampen due to macro concerns. In recent report from Delphi Digital, analysts noted that the price of Bitcoin has been seen to closely track changes in sentiment during market downturns, and it can often take some time for the trend to reverse. Delphi Digital went to say that the current technical setup for Bitcoin leaves much to be desired, especially after the price fell back under the 200-day exponential moving average. Guys, what that just means is, and I'm going to show you some technical charts, is a lot of forecasters, that's just free information you'll get from TradingView. They'll give you an average of what the price has been for 200 days. So it's saying it's going down below the 200-day average price range of Bitcoin, and is in the process of testing a 200-day simple moving average. So don't get caught up with those technical terms. I'm going to just flip now into some other easier ways to look at this, okay? Because I don't want you to freak out about that. So on coin360.com, you can go here and you can change this time frame. And this is really a great place for my visual learners. Guys, I'm going to make somebody Glenn B is in the house. Van Dweller. All right. Tony, I'm going to make you an organizer just in case you just mute or unmute people and stuff like that. Okay. Because I'm going to close my screen, the control panel. Okay. So when you get on here, you can just kind of X out all these ads so you get that distraction away from you. Okay. So let me explain how beautiful this chart is when you're just hunting for what to buy. Because if you're new to crypto land, you want to buy on sale. It's like buying a house or property. You make money when you buy it, meaning you got to buy it low, 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 and then let it grow up, and then you sell to make a profit. Okay, so here's the cool thing about this map. It's called a heat map. Red, there's 3 shades of red, and there's 3 shades of green. The darker the red, it means the more the price is on sale. It went down. So when you're in acquisition mode, meaning when you're in the mode to buy, like when I want to buy, like right now, I took profit and I've just had my money sitting in like stinky USD, which is not a good thing because it's going to diminish in value if it just sits there too long. But I'm hunting for something to buy that's going to move up. So my son was like, Mom, buy Litecoin, buy Litecoin. So I didn't technically buy it myself. I did it on my paper trader. So we'll go into that in a second. But I want to show you kind of a good overall eagle eye view to see what's going on. Bitcoin on a 1-month basis is 20% off. Ethereum is only 6.8% off. So every day this is going to change because it's going to go, the average is going to like back off from, it's going to only average the current 30 days, right? So every day it's going to be different. But overall, Bitcoin is still a good percentage off if you're looking to buy. Now, the block size represents the amount of money in that particular asset in comparison to the other coins in crypto. So you can see Bitcoin is the biggest box, Ethereum's the second biggest. And then you have Binance Coin, that's what BNB stands for, and Solana, and Cardano, and then Ripple. And then these little boxes, USDC, that's a stable coin. That just means it's always going to be $1. USDT is a stable coin, it's always going to be $1. And BUSD, which is probably Binance USD, is always going to be $1. And then DAI is always $1. So you can kind of see it's fun to look at these, and I call them like they're perching their profits. Kind of like if somebody was in Bitcoin and they saw that Bitcoin was going down, they'll sell Bitcoin and buy USTD for it or USDC because they want to stay in crypto, but they want to just stop, like they want to take their profits and just perch them until they're ready to go back in. So a lot of people, you can tell if these boxes get bigger, meaning the market cap, the amount of money's in them is bigger, people are just hanging tight until everything drops and then they're going to go back in. So if you want to go deeper and kind of look at these things in a, like this is altcoin city, which is fun. And then you can click on each one of these sections to make them expand. So look at Luna is going up and Matic is going up. So the same scenario with red, the light pink is the first step down, the medium red is the second step down, and the dark red is the third step down. So I like to go dark red. I love dark red when I'm ready to buy, okay? Now, when you have already bought and you're looking, well, what part of my portfolio am I going to sell? Look for the dark green to sell, to take profit on. I'm going to click on Ethereum because I want to just expand that section of this. So this is where all the magic happens in these altcoins. So if altcoins, because they move up and down way faster than the other coins. I'm just going to check to see if somebody else got in. Okay. So if we are looking to, oh, look at that. Shiba is 31% off. That's amazing. Link is 35% off. Look at that. Access is 26% off. Theta is 34% off. So if you are looking to get in, I don't buy and sell according to this. I'm going to go into my technical charts, okay? but you can see what's really on sale right now. Now, if I already had bought things and I'm looking to say, okay, well, what is ripe to sell? I could say, if depending, if I bought Matic a month ago, I'd be up 29%. So that's like, ooh, I'm going to take some profit. Or OKB is up 19% in 30 days. All right, so I just want to give you guys this look. REQ, oh, it's up. It's up. We were just looking at that yesterday. Okay, so now that's a 1 month performance. I'm going to go back and we're just going to quickly, somebody's got some sound. Okay, we're going to go back and we're going to look at, so here's 1 month, and then we're going to look at like 1 week. Say, okay, so wow. So you can see the market on a weekly level, it's already flipped. So things are already going up. So we may have hit the floor because it's already moving forward. So Hex is already up. Holy macaroni, 72%. Someone said this could be like crooked. So guys, the thing is all this is new. So make certain that you're okay with taking profit, okay? Because if one of these things is a scam, as long as you get out, you're safe. Just don't put all your money in one basket. Okay, 1 day. All right, so on a 1 day basis, it's going down. So you have all these different averages and it gets confusing, like, well, which one do I go by, right? Well, it depends on like how often you're going to sell and how often you're going to buy. A lot of people buy this stuff and they just do nothing, which Danny could attest for that. He mined Doge in 2014 and did nothing. Look at that. The 1 hour just changed. So it's all moving up now. Okay, so let's go now into the charts. Please, you guys ask questions if you have any questions. Okay, so now we're going to get into the charts.
Susie?
So this, yes.
Yeah, it's Tony Delia. What's the name of that? I remember 2 weeks ago you talked about, okay, volatility is where it's green and red to know if you want to buy or sell. But what's that other one where you've got dots and then arrows going down? What's that one called?
Yeah, this is the TSI, Trend Strength Indicator.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, thanks.
Here, I think my trading scripts. Let me see if this is the URL. My forwarding stuff hasn't really been working so well. Oh yeah. Oh no. Crypto Girl webinar stuff. So that may work. Okay, well, don't buy that yet, guys. I can give you that link, but I don't know if they'll even realize that they sold one. Okay, so REP USD. So yeah, trend strength indicator. So look, it's going up. So what these are proprietary overlays I have. I'm going to give you guys the link to trade.com. You can go to your profile and you can get just like a referral. Know what you do with these coins. Honestly, I have no clue. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the questions box, the chat box. Trading view link, free access. Okay, so you get free access to this thing with this link. It's just that you have ads are going to pop up when you have the free version. But if you're new to it, just deal with the ads and just got to like keep on shutting the ads down to see like the full screen. And then when you guys get ready, just email me or text me or call me, Susie@laptopmode.com. Here, I'll put that. And just say, okay, I'm ready to kind of like play around with the overlays. Susie@laptopmode.com. Email me if you want the overlays. Okay. And I'll figure out the correct link for the overlays. Okay, so here's the thing. Volatility index is my favorite one. And this one, what you're going to look at is down here. see this right there? You see that lightning bolt? That says 28.31. And what that means is this area down here is 0 to 20. And this area up here is 80 to 100. So if you look right here, that's 80 and that's 100. So I call this is my my sell zone. Oh, come back. So on your chart, you can click on this T right here and then click on that section. And then you can type. Oh, come on. Okay. Sell zone. This is like just my period, my calling of this. Okay, so now what also, this one right here, oh my, this is so testy today. I can't get it together. Okay, I'm trying to just, there we go. Sell zone. Now there's indicators that actually tell you when to buy and sell, but I just want you guys to understand kind of logistics of this so that you have brain power to make your own choices. So in the trend strength indicator, same thing, 80 to 100 in that area, and this is 0 to 20. So I like to buy when it's down in the red. And the good thing about right now is, all right, give me 1 sec. I'm going to try to get that so I can type in it. Okay. Best buy prices. Okay. Because it's this, the red is like the floor. They always say buy when there's blood in the streets. Okay. So I'm going to do the same indicate. I'm going to just write the same thing down here. Wow, so testy. So annoying. Sorry, guys. So best buy. All right. Now, I don't necessarily buy just because it's down in the area, but you could buy when it's up high. But the thing is that if you do that, I want you to know that it's like, be ready to take profit, right? If you're wanting to take profit soon. So right now we have so many good things going for us. So I'm going to do a check mark. So this is 20. This is still low. Okay, it's not in the sell zone. So I'm going to put a check mark
on
there.
1 day.
What?
Is it based on a 1 day?
Yeah. So up here you see this D. That's a 1 day.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and my trading coach Joe that created these quantitative analytical overlays, he likes to always stick with a 1 day because it's not like fluctuating so fast that you miss out on something. So it gives you enough time to get it together. So we have the green dot that comes in, check mark, that's good. This is really, but you guys are going to see there's probably a lot of coins in the same situation because I've been watching this for 2 solid weeks, and this is the first time in 2 weeks where we've got movement. So people have been etching to get back in. All right, now you also have the trend, which is usually lagging in time. That's a key and a bell. And then right here you have, this is the early reversal indicator, which is this arrow right here. So that is even there. So what I'm going to do is, what Joe always says is, Susie, wait, I'm going to click over here. I want to show you guys what I'm doing. And I'm going to do a vertical line because this one will kind of go through all of these charts. Okay. And then it pops up a date on the bottom. So on December 16th, and today is 8:34. All right, so this all happened, I guess this morning.
It's today.
Yeah, this is so exciting, guys. Okay, so we're going to go through a lot of coins and figure out which one's ripe and ready. So this, like the first TSI, you always says, Susie, don't buy until the day shows the first dot. Now, typically, you know, we financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor, so I'll just kind of say like what I would do. So Joe likes to go in 25%, but I would just go in like 20% of whatever I'm going to invest, because I'll tell you a story about William. I only would go in 20% on each one of the indicators because I want to have side money. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I probably wouldn't put money down on the early reversal. And then sometimes he always says, like, sometimes the volatility index is not going to be, as low as this to put 20% down. William is amazing. He's he's an anesthesiologist, but he looks at charts all day long. He took $7,000 last year and turned it into $100,000. So his goal is $1 million. So I was working with him and he says, like, what happened? I go, what happened? He goes, I just put all my money down on AMP. And he bought it like 12 cents, went down to 8 cents. He goes, I sold and lost 40,000. I was like, no!
Sold?
Oh my God, in one trade, right? Okay, so here's the thing. I said, oh my God, let's have a talk. I said, you wouldn't go into surgery without a defibrillator, like the jumpstart your heart thing, right? So, or like to have oxygen on the side, because if somebody flatlines while you're in surgery, you got to have a backup plan to revive them, right? If things go awry. So I came up with this story. I was like, all right, so here's the deal. I need you guys to have sideline funds to jumpstart your heart. And so right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you. We're going to buy something right now on paper trading, okay? And we're going to just say, like, let's just do this buy. Create a new order. Oh, I got to open. So you have to, there's this paper trading thing. So if you guys want me to share screen with you and we'll walk through this with you, we'll do it with you. Okay. I already had bought it. I bought it because I wanted to test it to see if it was going to work, and it did. I'm up $35. Okay, so we could buy more, trade, buy more. So I had gone in, say that was 20%. So now it's $21. So let's say I want to buy another 5. Let's say I want to buy 10 of them. So that's another 200. We'll be conservative. Oh no, hold on. I'm going to X out of that. I want to buy. I want to fully buy it. So trade, buy, market, click market. And this is just paper trading, okay? So we're going to buy 10 of them at $21, buy. And now my price is there. We're just going to see what happens. So say I went 20% in here. Now, if you own, oh, look, we just made money. We made 40, now we're at $44. So what I would love for you guys to do is like go 20% in when you see the low volatility and test the market before you actually put real money in here, okay? And then when you see this indicator come up, then you can put another 20% in. I want you to always keep like 20% on the sidelines, because if for some reason it goes south and you don't sell before it goes down, then you need to buy it back with the leftover money lower. So it's called down cost averaging. So basically it doesn't have to go up so much for you to make your money back. Okay, so I'm going to put another. What is it?
Is the reverse true? So when you're taking your profits, are you taking, I remember 2 weeks ago, I think Joe said like he would take 75% out first, and then I don't know why 75%, but is there like
okay.
that?
Okay. So sound like, okay, because we get emotionally attached. Some people, we get emotionally attached to our coins, right? You're like, oh my God, like, long term, this coin may go to like $1 million, right? And we're like, if we get all the way out, then the scary part is like, you're not going to be able to get back in, right? So it just is dependent on that would be a fundamental, not a technical reason, right? Because you were like, oh man, like I'm not gonna. So I was kind of freaking out. I took profit on Shiba, but I bought Shiba when it had like 6 zeros, and I'll never be able to get that quantity of Shiba again. But I did take profit. So now when I get back in, I'm not gonna have the same amount of assets. All right, so let's pretend I got in the first section, I had $35, right, profit. I got in here, so now I'm gonna buy one more time. Pretend it's different time frames, right? Like, all right, signal line went in, so now I'm gonna go trade, buy, market. I'll buy, say 10 more, buy. And then like imagine this was like different times, maybe 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Okay, well, the bell came in, so now I'm going to put my second buy, my fourth buy in. Okay, I'm going to mark it. I'm going to buy like 10 more. All right.
So you
And
buy
then,
at the key in the bell?
well, yeah, you buy at the bell. So we buy really probably 1, 2, 3 buy in there, right? And not this is not always going to be low. And I really look at just while we were here, look at that lightning bolt. It's at 30. So when it gets to like, I'm going to put an eyeball right here, like the signs to sell. So acquiring is a whole nother set of eyes than selling. So we're always eyes on our charts. A lot of people have like dual monitor screens or 2 laptops or 2 computers, and they'll just leave their chart up. And so REP, so right now we're at a profit of $41. Okay, so that's like, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Now guys, to be honest with you, there's gonna be a lot of these that are in profit. I'm gonna go to my paper trading and we're just gonna make it big. Oh my God, $3,000 on this FYI. So all the greens are in profit, so we can look at those. And these are all that I was testing. I was testing this stuff, and I was going against the rules. And look what happened. Those are all in negative trades that I haven't closed out because you know what I did? I was getting really anxious. I hate having USD just sitting on the sidelines waiting to invest. So what I was doing, and I was just buying it when it was low on the volatility, not waiting it for the green dot. That's what I get for that. I wasn't following the rules, and the rules are you wait until you get a green dot. So now I have to wait for those like paper trades to season before I can get out of them. All right, so let's look at YFI because this one is up. So we'll leave that trade in there because it's still seasoning. Paper trading. So wow, okay. So YFI, same thing. So volatility index is at 27. We're third, 3 dots up. Look at the signal line. It crossed and it's still moving upward. Okay, take note also. Look how close we are to that sell zone. And then this one, we're watching for that to happen to sell. Okay, and then this is a check mark because we got the key. The key came in. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna buy some more because when I bought this before, I don't think that the key was in. So market. Now this is a very expensive coin. It's 24,000. So, you know, I'm not putting 24 down realistically, but I just bought another one. Pretend it's fun when it's pretend money, okay? All right, so YFI, we're in that. We'll see in like a few minutes where we're at. Okay, Litecoin. Oh my gosh, my son was right. He's like, Mom, buy Litecoin. I didn't. I gave him some crypto and he got his dad to open an account for him to play with because he can't play with mine. So back here, I was watching this and waiting, and it happened. Well, this happened since then, but the trend line hasn't come in yet. So let's kind of see. I'm going to put a line here for Litecoin. It looks like that was when. So this is the 15th. We were up at like 3 a.m. that morning, and Jake's like, buy Litecoin. I'm like, no, because the green dot didn't happen. This kid is getting good. I'm hoping my son will become a trader. So this did happen. So I could take this that away. We get to check mark the spot. And now let's go in, and I'm gonna buy some more. Buy.
Susie, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
2 weeks ago, I was when we saw some of the overlays, I would see, I guess, the key, the bell, and then you would see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess it was jackpot number 7, and then it would, I guess, I don't know what it would do after 7. I'm not see. Is it me or I'm not seeing that right now? Or is it because it's on the 16th and it's too early?
Let me just get this to I'm going to change this color so that you can see it better. All right. And this one right here, I'll make this big. So this is it. This is the trend line, okay?
That's the trend line, right? Okay.
So you just haven't seen it because, so the reason why we're going to see a huge upswing in the market is because we had a big downswing. Okay, so this ruler is my favorite little handy dandy guy. So this green line is when you click here and you take your ruler and go all the way up to like where, we'll just go to this, where the green line stopped. So Litecoin went up 75.32%, that number's right there, in 46 days. And when you put the ruler on your chart, you can see like the dates pop up down here. So October 1st to November, that went up 75%. Now I'm going to escape and I'm going to click the ruler again. And the reason why I feel like the market's going to have a huge upward swing is because, where's the ruler? Like, hold on. I want that, like, why am I not seeing it? Usually you could see like the, well, that's awkward. All right, give me 1 second. So sometimes like this is a cloud-based system, so we're gonna refresh and see if the ruler will behave now. Okay, so ruler, well, we'll do it up this way. Okay, so you can kind of see, there we go. Oh wait, no, actually, wait, I gotta go back, hold on. Escape, we'll get rid of the ruler. So click on the ruler. So I'm gonna go to like, this is where this was. So I'm just matching the green line on the bottom one, and then this is where it is now. Okay, so Litecoin is 43.67% off in the last 31 days. So that is huge and exciting at the same time. So that's like means like I'm getting it at 43% off from the recent all-time high. Now we can also split the screen here. So I click on this box and I want to see two screens. And I'm going to click on this box and I'm going to type in LTC Litecoin, and I want Litecoin on Coinbase. And what you're looking at is the Fibonacci, and I'll explain to you what that is. But right now, the Fibonacci is not, it's not easily seen on the 1-day chart. Okay, but here's the 4-hour chart. So what this means on the 4-hour average. Does everybody see this okay? Or are these colors okay with your eyes? Because some people are very color sensitive. I could change it to the white screen if the dark is too much. I want to explain.
I see it fine.
Is it okay with your eyes? Okay.
For me, yeah.
If it hurts your eyes, let me know.
People
So,
speak up.
yeah.
That's
Tell
good.
me.
I think it's good.
I could change it to white. So the Fibonacci is where I look to say like, oh my gosh, this is really low. So right here is, let me see if I can get an arrow, if it'll show up. I'm going to change this to white because it's kind of hard for me to see all the settings. Wait. You can click on your chart and then color theme and go light. All right. Ooh, bright 2. Welcome to the day sunshine. Oh my. Okay, maybe I can like reduce the lightness of my computer a little bit for you guys. Okay. Right here, this is the 32% line. Typically, like it means like on an average, what Litecoin will typically go down to. So it could go down to 143, but it also could go up to $230. So that gives you a more correct expectation of where it could go. Now, this was absolutely out of the norm where it was up here. It was almost at 300. This is why things like people must like crazy. I think we all like crazy because crazy is crazy because this is way outside of the norm, like the averages and stuff. So let's just kind of see like where was that peak? I can't even really see it because there's other things up there. I'm trying to get this line to show. Okay, whatever. I'll put the line in and I'll move it up. So let's see if we can get that to move. All right, so basically Litecoin was as high as $297. And let's figure out what day that was. Just to show you guys that like this stuff, man, it goes beyond this sometimes. So that was November 10th. It was almost at $300. So that was like about a month ago. So we're at like 50% off. So we could also take, well, you saw 43% off. So when I say like buy when it's on sale, that's super exciting. All right. So you could also take this, and I have these overlays and they're saved in these, there's a lot of different overlays I have, but I save them in a box, like in this little area. So I could just click on the chart and it automatically pops up. Okay. So this is a 4-hour chart, but we could go forward to like a 1-week chart. So one of the things Joe was telling me, he's like, Sue, why don't you go and look at the 1 week? Because it's also more reassuring, and for more of like a 1-week trading. So on a 1-week basis, Litecoin is still going down. So what we could do is go through these markets and look to see what's still going down on a 1-week average. Because Litecoin, look at the last time Litecoin was going up on a 1-week average was right here. So look, you had the volatility index was probably at this point was 40. I think that says like 39.70 right there. The green dot came in, but notice it wasn't like, down here in the best buy zone. And then the signal line was tight but moving up. And get rid of that. And then here's where the bell came in. But let's measure this and see, like from this point, what did it go to? It's behind this thing.
Isn't it the case, Susie, that volatility index may never hit, for whatever reason, the red zone, the buy zone? So you would have to go to the TSI to basically check it out to see if for the green dots. I don't know. Is that what we said?
Yeah. The volatility index is not always going to be down in the green, but that's what I'm really excited about right now is that we had such a big, awesome, like downward spiral. So many of them are currently down in the volatility index.
Right.
So it's like a really good optimal time to get in. But it's also a good reminder, guys, is that if you're getting in, you've got to promise yourself to take profit. Like I made myself take profit, and I get so freaking emotional. I don't get emotional like I'm crying or anything, but it's like I get attached to these stupid coins. I'm like, oh yeah. It's kind of like when the short guy that's teeny tiny man owns all this land and never wants to sell it because he wants to pull up to the house and the parties and say, yeah, I own like 30 acres of land. It's like they never want to be able to stop saying they own 30 acres of land. So that's fine, but I mean, you got 30 acres of land, but you're going to pay tax on that land for 30 years just to be able to say you own 30 acres of land. So it's like, what?
It's profit on paper.
Yeah, exactly. It's non-usable unless you're using the land, right? But so I think everybody needs to come up with their own like plan. Like if you just like to say you own something and you want to say like you're the biggest landowner in the land, go for it, right? But if you are here to make money, then you gotta freaking sell. You gotta take profit. All right, so I'm gonna go back to a one week chart because I mean 1 day. So you can definitely check the 1 week, but I'm like right now, like we can go again. You can go to your paper trading. So if anybody wants to share their screen well, you guys don't have overlays to share, but where did my trade go? Trade, create an order. Oh, I guess my paper, when I reconnected, the paper trading went away. All right, look, guys, we made $67 while we're talking. I'm wasting my time. I should have bought Litecoin right now. Okay, so there's Litecoin. Let's go back to my paper trader and see what else is in profit. So I could sell this right now. So you know what? We're up, so on the Wi-Fi we're up, so we're up, Litecoin we're up. Okay, so let's look at CRV. All right, we're up $19. So we have signal line is at 21, and we're on the 3 lines here, 3 dots. We're good to go on the trend strength indicator. The signal line is up, so I can change that from an I could change that to a check mark. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna just stick a line right here because that's when that December 15th it happened. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. So the green histo is coming in, so we can put a check there. But you know what? The bell didn't come in, so I'm gonna keep the eye. Oops, cancel. I'm gonna cancel that. We're gonna oh man, canceled the wrong one, but that's okay. So we're keeping the eye here. Where's that one? So these little doodads, you have all these little things you can do. So we're gonna keep watching that. And the early reversal is in, so that's good. So here's the deal, dude. I went in right there on that, so now I'm gonna buy some more. So trade, buy a little bit more, 20%. So it's $4. So how much you guys think we should buy?
Sorry, can you just explain why you're buying more? I just didn't catch that.
We're buying more. I'm just gonna buy 20 of them, so 20, whatever. So we're buying more because, so I went in 20% right here.
Because of the green dot?
Well, yeah. So I went in a little bit of money here, like I tiptoe in, all right, because of volatility. But then I went in on the, I was already in on this. I don't know what. Then I put a little bit of money in. I didn't just go. If I only had $100 to invest, I'm not like gonna throw it all down on with the first green dot. I'm gonna go a little bit in, and then right here, then I put another 20% in right here of whatever total amount that I have to use to buy with. So say I had $100 and went $20 in here, another 20, so that's $40 altogether, another 20, that's $60. Now I have $40 on the side and I'm waiting for the bell and the key to come in. And I'm slowly inching in with the confirmation that the trend is still going upward. If I got a red down arrow, then I gotta choose, all right, am I gonna risk it all or I'm gonna get out? If it goes down and I haven't paid attention to this in a day or two and it goes down, then I still have my sideline funds to jumpstart and I could buy it after it goes down again to kind of like slightly rescue myself so the money that the coin doesn't have to go up that much to get back to a profit place. So just, it's like very tender. It's like, there's no like diving deeply in and making a huge splash. You just slowly tiptoe in, and then you could hardcore take it all out at once, or you could slowly tiptoe out. But you gotta take profit. That's what I'm gonna say. Just take profit. Somebody else chime in here. What do you think, Tony? What do you think about Tony took some profit? So how did that make you feel, Tony? It's emotional, right?
Okay, I mean, it's holding for a long time. It went up, it went up, it went up, it went up, and then I needed some, so I had where I could take money, so I took some profit out of some of it. Still have plenty in there from more than what I paid for the stuff, so I'm still up. And as Chris puts it to you guys, to the newbies that don't know anything here about Chris, but he said, I'm a holder, so my stuff goes up and up and up, and I could be up $10,000-$15,000, but I don't take it out, and then it goes back down. And as I tell people, is that as long as you don't take it out when it goes back down, you didn't lose anything. And then Chris turned right around and told me, he said, yeah, but when it's up high and you don't take any profit,
You didn't make money.
you didn't make anything.
Yeah.
So it works both ways. So you really need to, on the sense of take profit. I mean, you don't have to take it all out because if you get say you paid $200 for what you put in it, and it goes up to $700 or let's just say $1,000 profit on with the 200. Take out 800, you're playing with house money now. So whatever it does now, you did it. You know, you've got your money out plus a lot of profit. Or go the opposite way. Take out the 200, leave the other in. You're still playing with house money. But you really need to get around to where you do take profits. And I'm not saying taking profits and like, oh, I got to take it out, put it in my bank and spend it. No, I'm saying take profits off of that particular coin and then maybe put it on what I do is put it on a stable coin in that exchange. And then I look at other stuff, what's happening. And then when I see a good buy or what I want, I'll go ahead and put some into it. So I got my profit, but I still have it in my exchange. So, well, the way I look at it, so the government can't have my taxes on it. But Danny, you talk to him, he'll tell you, no, they were going to tax you because you moved it.
Yeah,
So
anytime you buy and sell, it's a
even if it's in the exchange, you're still getting taxed.
yeah, it's still a buy and sell. Stay
Isn't it
safe.
nice when you actually turn it into the cash?
You can, but
Yeah, well,
also the other part is when it's inside your exchange and you find something you also want to buy, or you want to buy back into this when it goes way down, it's much easier to make that exchange when it's in
Right.
there instead of
Yes.
come from outside and do all that other stuff to,
Yeah.
buy it again.
yeah. Hey guys, I want to acknowledge we have new people, so I would love to hear their voices. Venus Hudson is in the house.
I unmuted them all, but they
Tony,
muted themselves back.
talk to us, Venus. And
Hi,
Joe,
Susie.
hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Oh, Venus. Wait, say Venus, how did you find us?
Email sent to me.
Awesome. Venus and I met on Talking Faces, right?
Yep, that's right.
She's in West Australia. All right, Venus, welcome. So please, it's open mic night, so talk to us anytime. And we also have Joey Casimano. Joey, say hello. Talk to us. Aw. Sorry to bother you when it's not got nothing to do with this webinar. First question. Is Jamie even there to answer my question? No, Jamie's not here. I'll change my name to my real name. Give me a second. Enter my name. Let me change my name on this. Oh, I don't know how to change my name on this crap. Well, it just says Jamie, but it's not Jamie, it's me. Okay, so sorry guys, I was just looking at the questions box. Sorry to bother you. The next question is about this webinar. Is Doge even worth wasting my time with? Danny, is Danny in the house? Can Danny explain what is amazing about Doge? Also, if I get 1 second, I gotta change my name on this thing. I just clicked that I was gonna change my name.
I think there's I think the sentiment is the same whether you get into a coin or you get out of a coin. It's the same thing. It's like, should I waste my time or should I not take profit? It's almost like it's the same emotion, you know? It's valid. It's totally valid in my mind. But I'm starting to see crypto as just whatever now. I just don't care anymore. I want to make money. That's it.
Yeah, you're emotionally attached. Yeah.
Yeah, because I started this in 2017, made some money on Dogecoin, again, got out of it because I said, I don't want to be in that anymore. I didn't know what the reason why I went through that. I just said I want to take profit. Other people I know put in tons in Bitcoin when it was like 3,000 and 5,000. They made money, but like Tony was saying, you know, until you take it out, you don't make the money. So he only took his capital out, which was pretty hefty, and now he's playing with house money. But he only has Bitcoin and Ethereum, and because he's sort of attached to those two coins, But then let's say example, I'll say, hey, get into Shiba, get into Shiba Inu. And you're like, what is that? I read up on it. It seems like a scam, a scheme. And I'm like, if you're gonna do the research on what they're doing and you get these charts, it doesn't matter what they're doing. If it's on a major exchange, just learn how to trade the coin and make money. That's it. But that's my opinion. I'm not going to judge anybody who says that they want to hold or not come in. I'm just saying, for me, it's turned into, I just want to make money with this, because it's the emotions for me. I have to be out of this, because you lose money with emotions, unfortunately.
You know, the way you need to look at this, and this would be the case that this is my opinion,
Yeah.
and this is for entertainment purpose only, but how I look at this, and as I always told Susie, is this is like gambling. It's fun, like gambling, because you're gambling, it's going to go up or it's going to go down. And when you gamble, if you're doing, you're going to go $20 on red, $20 on black at the roulette table, or you're going to play craps or whatever you're going to do. You're not emotional about that. You're just trying to build money.
Yeah.
And when you lose money, then you decide to go off and go to something else. Yeah, there's nothing in a gambling casino that you would go to and be attached to.
Right.
So yeah, you really need to get the mindset that this isn't something. Except the problem on that, I'm telling you guys to do, my opinion, do that, is when you listen to YouTubers and so forth, and the people that know the stuff and research the coins and do whatever they do with what they do, stuff's going to go up. So then you don't want to get rid of it, because well, wait a minute. I mean, it maybe went up here, but it's going to go here. And I've got some coins that I have that in, and I'm not touched them. I'm waiting.
Right.
But yes, I mean, that is the bottom line. You just have to, you guys got, it's easier saying than doing it, but you need to not be attached to the crypto, because you're in it to make money. This is investment. And in crypto land, you can make a lot of money.
Yeah, because I'm saying to myself, if I'm not able to take, like, this is me, this is my opinion, it's not financial advice, but I'm saying is, if I can't take a $50 profit for the day or $100 profit for the day, and take $100 per day, that's $3,000 a month. That's a lot of money for me, anyways, right?
Yeah.
Versus projecting in the future, when Bitcoin is going to split again in 2024, 2025, even if that happens, let's say. Or the Federal Reserve is saying blah 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 about Bitcoin and all these other cryptos. I don't want to rely on that. I mean, it's good to know this information, of course, but if I can't take $100 profit, how am I going to take $100,000 profit if I don't know what I want to achieve with this? So
right.
I basically told myself, yes, I would love all my coins to 10x tomorrow, of course, right? But then I'm also saying to myself, I need to take profit. And I'm at that point now where it's, I want to try to take profit daily, but and really establish, like, once I see a coin go 10x or whatever, like, just make a decision and say, I want to get out, because you need to make money with this. If you're just holding on to stuff and it consistently loses money until it keeps going down, the people are going to panic. They're going to panic sell, and they're going to lose their money. So I think you have to know how to determine when to take profit.
When they panic sell, that's good though, because then you could come in and scoop it up.
Yeah, for us, yeah, for sure.
For a cheaper price. Now, too,
Right.
The other thing right now is the whales. There's a lot of whales in crypto now. There used to not be, but this is as you were talking, you were being afraid because of the federal government. They're not taking crypto away, because it's now on the stock exchange. And you got the big people that kind of run the government. I mean, they run everything. And with all the stuff that's out there, this is not going away. It will be now. Coins that use certain coins maybe disappear because they don't make it, but crypto is here to stay, and it will be a digital currency at some point in time. I mean, it already is now, basically, but the US dollar is kind of been printed too much. It's not going to worth the paper it's on.
Yeah.
So you guys, well, you're on this, and if you're doing this for that reason, that's a very smart move. because you guys, as Susie could probably Lex with this because I'm not sure about it, but the last I knew, they said it was like 10% of the world knows about Bitcoin or crypto. 10%.
Wow.
And
Wow.
and that means you got that whole, and everybody else is gonna know about it as people keep putting it out there. But
Yeah.
think about it. We're in the beginning. We're in this is a little baby. Even that it started in 2008, it's still just creeping up there. So you see the figures of the prices of what stuff are now. What do you think they're going to be later? When you get more than 10%, you get 50% of the population in the world know about this.
I saw a video on
It's just
YouTube.
amazing. To me, you can't imagine how much.
Yeah.
Guys, I got this is so off track, but I gotta see if I can find this thing that Jamie showed me. I want you to protect you guys.
For what?
Crypto Queen scammer. Okay, so this dude, wait, there it is. I saw it. So last night, Jamie showed me this, and this guy, he's kind of cringy. He goes after people, but he goes after this crypto girl thing just because I don't want you guys to like get stuck on scams.
This video is long for a reason, but I promise you'll enjoy it. She's probably the biggest charlatan I've come across and has earned the long exposed video with all of the shenanigans she has pulled. Today, we are looking at none other than the crypto queen herself, Anna Mako. The self-proclaimed,
really?
Ironically and not surprisingly, shares the same.
I was getting ready to buy her product. I was finally going to do it.
Oh my God, don't do it. Listen, guys, it's a $2,000 course. I was like, oh my God, we could put a $2,000 course together and people will buy it today. I mean, we know way more information than this girl.
Convicted Bulgarian fraudster, best known as the founder of a Ponzi scheme called OneCoin.
Why do they call you the crypto? Well, the trades speak for themselves. They don't call you the crypto queen without doing a couple massive trades. So
today's fake guru is the nearly illiterate crypto fraudster who tries to convince her followers that she rarely loses day trading crypto.
In pink, protect your money on the way down. Short all the way down. When it drops, we make more crypto. We make more Bitcoin.
Yes, Anna, tell your students to make more crypto. As you watch this video, I want you to breathe and not get too upset knowing that many people out there paid for her course. Yes, people actually
to be true, but here's the thing, it's not.
But
2% theory, yeah.
In crypto space who can actually teach you some methods on getting started trading. If you bought Anna's course, you got duped. She knows enough buzzwords to make you think she knows what she's talking about, but I'm fairly confident she's a meme in the legit crypto trader community for how embarrassing she is.
Okay, listen, because I'm about to change your life with my computer on how you can make money online the new way. They think that what I'm about to share with you is too good to be true, but here's the thing, it's not.
This is from one of her popular ads on YouTube. Anna's entire social media presence is promoting too good to be true results in crypto trading, so this is an ironic way to start an ad.
You might have heard of buying and selling these assets, and a lot of people became millionaires doing it, even in my group. And I want to invite you to a free training after this, but I'll show you exactly how it's done in the next video, which it might blow your mind. Each of the candles is a 1 minute. So we made 8.
Okay, right there, each of the candles is 1 minute. Okay, so a 1 minute chart, guys, you have to have a ton of money in it. I mean, I can do a paper trade and make like a bunch of money in like seconds, right?
Yep.
But I'm buying millions of dollars worth of a coin to make $100,000 to $200,000, $300,000 in a minute. And so this is like, so what she's about to, so just listen so you don't get stuck down one of these like these scammies.
$1,000 in minutes.
This is one of
She
the
lives
worst
in Canada.
But no, she's in like Thailand.
I've ever seen.
No, it's in Canada.
I'm honestly shocked. But if there's one thing I've learned from making all these videos, it's that people are willing to pay for any scheme that promotes getting rich quickly.
Don't worry if you don't understand that yet. If you're a beginner, we start you smaller, step by step, in a simulated environment, so you're not actually risking anything. And as you get better and you're able to do some wins in a playful environment, and we get you onto the real thing where you start making the real money.
Okay, so anyways, I just wanted to show you that just so you guys have a perspective of like you can look at that. It's just that it boggles my mind that nobody gets into the technicals and the analyticals and the realities. And this is the most simplistic way that I have found to just safely get in and safely get out and take profit. But don't get stuck on shiny object and spend tons of money on educating yourself where you don't have enough money to get in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or if anybody on here doesn't have any money, then go into Coinbase and take the free the test and get free crypto. You literally can go in now and get like $20 of free crypto by just taking their little quizzes and start with that. Let's see. Okay, so where were we at? So I'm sorry, I just wanted to show you guys that. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing.
That's good to know, because the only thing I didn't go for it was because she had BitMEX and Bitmarks or something else. And then she said the United States, you can't do it with that exchange. And so there were some other ways around that. And that's when I said, oh, well, what's this other way around? I'm not going to worry about that. But I keep getting Instagrammed on her, Twitter, Facebook. She keeps trying.
Wow, she got something happened with her. All right, so but the thing is Tony, everybody who's our like business makers, we can make our own course and get paid $2,000 to really teach somebody something, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
yeah, yes.
but golly, I mean, you don't even get these indicators with that. Like, all they need to do is get these indicators, and then they have them, and then bam, then they're good to go. And we can like teach them day and night, and then you know what to do. And you can set alerts. So here's the thing, like you just click on this and add an alert on the TSI, and then you say, okay, so like, so my system is going to email me, and I'm going to say, buy comp TSI green dot is what I'm going to say. All right. And then I copy this message to myself, and I'm going to paste it right there so that the message, that's what's going to come to me on my like my email. If I have the app up, it's going to pop up on the app. And then here's my alerts. And you can see like the Cardano alert already got triggered. So then I come back and I have to play. You can see right here it says active. So buy Bitcoin just came up when I was talking to you guys a second ago. So we'll look at that. Buy Ethereum already went off. Let's see. Buy one Harmony, but Harmony buy Quant went up, or look to buy. Rad came up. So I swear I'm so, all these alerts like came up. So we can look at all of these coins. So anyways, oh my gosh, there's so many things I want to go over. You guys tell me where you want me to start, or if this is helping you so far. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This rep already went up 17%. We made $100. Simon, I gotta go buy some stuff. All right. What to buy? Maybe I'm just gonna buy it live with you guys on here because I can't wait anymore. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm freaking stuck in USD right now, and I'm on this, and I need to be buying. All right, so I'm having fear of missing out, guys. All right, so let's just quickly go through this because I gotta figure out what to buy. Okay, so rep right now, check mark spot, signal line is up. I'm gonna put a line right here. I'm gonna kind of go quick because I want to get in the market and buy something. So it's the 16th here, and what's the 17th here? What is the date? How could we already be on the 17th here? And then today I have on my calendar, it's the 16th. What the heck? Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna try to figure it out. Maybe this time zone starts in another country. All right, so
Jamie Malcolm's here.
Nice. Hey, Jamie Malcolm.
And I can't get him unmuted, or he's there. Yeah, there
Oh, he starts like on a cell phone or something. got a weird like
Oh,
computer.
so you can't do that with that. Okay, because I couldn't
I
really.
know, he's got some weird computer thing. It's not like a norm.
Yeah,
So
it
look
says
at this.
web.
This is the thing that sucks, guys. The volatility index is already at 34. But here's the thing. It's not, the volatility index in this one is not in the green. And this guy is not in the green yet. So there's still room to grow, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'll buy more here. Trade, buy more. So it's $17. So we'll buy 6 more.
It's like halfway up there
Wait, I don't want to limit.
or more.
Trade, buy.
Oh,
Oh,
got
I
a new one.
market, buy. Oh my gosh, so we bought more. We're at 137. All right. So what I did is this is my watch list, you guys. See this? I just pulled it over. So these are, I've hand added all of these to my Coinbase watch list that I made. And I'm going to change this to red because it's hot. I'm going to call it red hot. Okay, so that's good. 25% it just went up. That's huge. Screw it. I'm going into pro.coinbase.com right now. I can't. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. Like, I only have like $3,000 in here. Let's see what I have. Wow, it let me in. Oh shit. That sucks. So my money is in crypto.com. Oh my God. I really lost a shit ton of money, I guess, when I didn't sell it fast enough. Okay, so whatever. My other money is in crypto.com and I don't want to transfer it over because the fees are crazy. All right. So yeah, I got to get to trading. What?
Are you staking some money in crypto.com? Can't you stake?
I did. I took $400 and turned it into 3,000 something. It was at 5,000 when the CRO coin was at 91 cents and I was a ding dong and I didn't sell it until it was like 50 something. I was like, my son was like, sell. I was like, oh no. Ding dong me, got my ass kicked. I mean, I still took $4,000 and turned it into like maybe 2,500, but still I could have had like 5,000. That whole portfolio was up to like 7,000 and I was like sitting on it like a ding dong, thinking that the egg wasn't going to crack. You know, I mean, so I can't complain. I made money, right? I mean, what you see in that Coinbase, I probably only put like maybe $400 or $500 and turned it into 17. But it's just that like there was so much more at one point. It's just that I've got issues with selling. All right, so like in fact, right now I'm gonna go in my paper trading account and I'm gonna sell all these positions that are up. Watch. Okay, so I'm gonna make myself sell this stuff. Okay, because watch, sell, because I'm not gonna sit there and let these eggs crack. So I'm selling off in YFI, so that I just made money on that on my baby account. So we're up with rep, so we're gonna sell. So this is an emotional thing. I'm just gonna do it. So I tested REP. So I should. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna write these. I'm gonna write it down in my notes. Okay, so I'm gonna just do notes. So we're in week 50. Okay. So I'm gonna just make notes. So I took profit. Took profit. Guys, what was the one profit? What was the one I just sold?
REP.
Thanks. Okay, so YFI. Okay, I'm gonna just take a note of this that way that I can know which ones are up. Okay, I'm taking profit in Litecoin and then XX. I'm taking profit on CRV, close. Okay, so I'm taking profit on LTC, CRV. All right, go back to paper trading. Because they did that to kind of test the market. Okay, we're taking profit on storage. It's good. So when you spread yourself thin, then you got to deal with it. Profit on EOS, close. Okay, and then go to your text notes and say storage, EOS. Because now what I'm going to do is put in new trades and then because These are already, okay, we're gonna take profit in OMG. You know, all these little bad boy babies are all adding up, right? And I put in little amounts because Steve was like, Susie, make it realistic. So I'm like, fine. Okay, so what did we just take profit on? We did sushi and something else. Text notes. So we took profit on sushi and something else, but I don't remember, okay? All right, we're taking profit on PAXG. So this is just indicating that these are moving up, so I want to buy those probably. PXG and Ripple. That's Van Dweller's favorite. PXG and Ripple. What's that? PXAG? Something like that. And XRP, which is Ripple. Okay, paper trading. What else did we make money at? All right, DDX. It's $1, but who cares? We made money at DDX. And RAI. Not a lot, but whatever, we're doing it. DDX and RAI. Okay, DDX and RAI. Okay, good. There's our list. So we're kind of tracking like where we're making our money, and okay, everything else. So I could down cost average on all these right now because we could try. So let's see if we hit 1 inch and say I'm down on inch. All right, look. So I bought inch right around here when the volatility index was really, I was testing what could happen. That was a bad move. So now I'm going to have to, thank God I didn't go all in. So now I'm going to go ahead and we'll buy 1,000 inch because it's on its way up. So we can turn that loss around. So check out this. So I wasn't paying attention to this. The 14th, that was switching around. And then here's the green dot. So, and then now we've got the bell. So bam, bam, bam. So if I would have, let me do the check mark. So
But you're going into the first green dot, right? Because the first green dot is indicating that it's going to start going up.
Yeah, that's the ideal. But so remember for the 20%, right? For the little bit there. And then, so, I mean, you know what? You're going to develop what your risk tolerance is.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was testing because I was watching this low volatility index and I wanted to see, to tighten the screen, you just put your cursors up. So I bought it right back around here and the volatility index was super small. Look, it's 12.32. So I'm just going to notate that down here, 12.32. I don't know what this change interval means. I don't want to do that. I just want the text. 12. I think that's what it was when I looked at it. Okay. So right here, 12.32 is not as low as it was. It was super, super low. So guys, I was testing my theory and it tested wrong because I bought it when it was low and that was a bad idea. So even though this is low, it still can go lower, right? It wasn't clearly when oh, look, I'm already at profit. Yeah, all right. So
Susie,
what?
Sorry, when you bought it though, the volatility index was showing. Am I seeing this right? It was showing the arrows down.
Yes, I was testing it. So you could see like originally, well, I just added more trades, but originally when I had bought it, earlier, I had bought it like before any green dot. I was going against what we should have been doing, okay?
Right.
Like I really shouldn't have bought until I got a first green dot, but I bought it before the green dot because I was trying to be a superstar and I wanted to see if my theory would work, and clearly it didn't. So like now, but let's see if we can turn this around. So I'm a ding dong and I went in against the grain. So now we're going to fix this one. So we just fixed that one and we got into profit. So now I could take profit on that. Well, let's let it season a little bit. Okay, so you can see here, I was testing my theory that I could just buy it during a downward spiral. So I think I probably bought it like right here because you could see like whatever, one of these areas, because I definitely didn't buy it there because this line represents where it was at. So say I bought it right here, which at this point, like, oh my God, like the volatility index was super, super floor low, right? So I bought it there, but dude, bad idea. Like Joe would say, no. But Trader Joe would say, no, Susie, not until you get the dot. But I didn't listen. I was defying myself. So, okay. So I didn't, I went against the grain, but I didn't do it with real money. I went with fake money. But now I learned, right? So learn with this learn with the fake money. All right. So now here's the first yes. We're watching this. We're watching the signal line, and we're still watching for the trend. And you know what? When you get these indicators, you go to setting, and then under style, the squiggly line, you go down to the area with breaks. And you could, so that's so much easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to those settings, or maybe not. Well, I wanted to like set as defaults. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't just do that. Hold up. Oh man. Now I gotta go back to this, figure this out. Settings. So those numbers come up when you first get these indicators. Crap, why did I do that? Status line. Wait. I gotta figure out what the correct way is to get those things off. There we go, indicator values, let's see. Yeah, I think that's good, okay. Is that right? I hope so, good God. This is like what I need, my Joe. All right, oh no, that one's still there. All right, so you gotta, crap. Sorry guys, I gotta figure this out. Indicator titles. Okay, we don't want that. Oh, buy, sell buttons. Interesting. Okay, so you could take these oscillator values. Symbol. I'm trying to get those numbers off. That's going to drive me bonkers. Let me see what scales is. All right, whatever. We're just going to have to deal with that. All right, so we go to the settings. 1 second. I'm going to just refresh this cloud. Why are you guys so quiet today? Someone talk. Oh man, I messed up my charts. Sucks. All right, so I'm going to go back and get that this area with breaks. We like that. That's better. And all right, let's go to settings again, and I'm going to take that.
So the overlay that you see the bell and the key is on the trend line, is that it?
Yeah, yes. Exactly. Just trying to figure out how to get rid of those. All right. This is the only one that's kind of screwy. Huh. All right, let's just deal with that one. Yeah, so you're going to get, so we're waiting on this one. We got to wait on this one to go in. I feel like I'm missing something. We're waiting on the signal line to go in. And, but this did happen. So the
You can go on with 20%, 25%.
20, I'm a 20%er. Like Joe will go in, like he'll go in on this indicator 25, 25, 25.
Okay.
Wait, I feel like I'm missing, wait, 1, 2, 3. Let me see if I'm missing 5 indicators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah. All right. So then again, you got to go back here. You got to change the settings to. Wow, this is like getting persnickety.
What's the minimum amount of overlays you need to get check marks in to be able to decide to go in? Is it minimum 3, 4, 5? You have to have all 5 of them? I remember when we spoke 2 weeks ago, it was like you need at least 3.
Like, you really just need to figure out your risk tolerance.
Okay.
Like, you got to figure out your stuff. Like, what? Hold on 1 second. I got to find out the actual stuff. You got to figure out what's right for you, because like everybody has their tolerance level. And then you know what it is? It's like kind of like listening to music and knowing the tunes. Like you're going to see like what needs to happen with your mindset is you've got to be able to like look at a chart and be like, "Oh yeah, that's time. It's time." Like it's time. You're going to just be like, let me see. I need to call Joe and ask him to help me figure this out. All right, so yeah, you got to figure out like what's right for you, what's your risk tolerance, and you're going to kind of get in sync with the market and with the asset class. So why don't you tell me what you think? What do you think about this? Like, what would you do? What would you think? So we got the volatilities down low. Oh, you know what? I'm missing all my indicators.
Yeah, where's your, yeah.
I gotta call Joe. Let me see if I can get him on the phone. Yeah. I don't know if he'll be awake. It's Thursday night, so it's not like I'm gonna ruin his date night, right? Oh God, I hope his girlfriend doesn't get mad at me. It's one thing I hate about being a girl. It's like you feel weird calling a dude, you know? Right? Because then girls, you never know. I mean, what happens in your guys' life? Do you get in trouble if a girl calls you in like the middle of the night?
Hey, anytime a girl calls and there's actually a good excuse, that's a happy call.
All right, I'm gonna buy a little bit more. Joe, I'm so glad you're there. I'm live on a webinar. I'm so embarrassed. My face is so red. I screwed up my chart. I can't fix it. Can you help me? You're on speaker right now. I told the boys I'm scared to call you because I don't want your girlfriend to be mad at me.
I heard laughing.
Yeah, I can help you. Sure.
Are you able, if I give you the link to come onto the webinar, can you do that so you can see me?
Sure. Hold on a second.
Do you want me to send it to you in Telegram?
Yeah, sure. Just send it over to me right now.
Okay, all right.
While we're talking.
I'm trying to get into Telly. 1 second.
Everything's okay?
Yeah. The market is turning, dude. So I'm like slightly freaking out because I didn't get back in. I'm just sitting in stinking USD and I'm not growing. And everything's profiting. I'm scared I'm FOMOing. I'm FOMOing at the mouth, Joe. I'm freaking out. Do you get freaked out when you're stuck in USD and you're not in the market and it's moving?
I always get freaked out.
You guys hear that? That's JoJo.
Scale in.
Hey, Joe.
Autumn's coming and you gotta be ready for that TSI.
Scale in. Dude, we got this guy. Okay, where is Danny? Joey, I'm gonna hook you up with Danny. Danny's the Doge, like the Doge guy. This guy, Joey guy, keeps asking about Doge.
He hops like, on, he hops off.
Yeah, well, why doesn't he just talk? All right, so we're
paying attention.
I'm here, Susie.
There.
Well, I'm on there, so you just tell me what you need.
Oh, Joe's here. I'm gonna make him the presenter. Hold on.
I'm here, Susie.
All right, Joe is here. I'm making you an organizer, Joe, just so you have it. Danny, I'm making you an organizer too. All right, so Danny, I'm making you an organizer so you can hook up with this Hoey guy, Hoey Kasayamo. All right, so Joe, do you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, so what I did, I don't know what I did. I went in there and I touched something and I have all these numbers here. So there's something funky in my settings and I can't remember what I'm supposed to have. I think I lost numbers over here or something.
Oh yeah, it does look really funky, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then I did it as default. So let me just, I don't know what I did, dude. I suck at
Oh wow.
I know, right? I went and I started clicking, like it was OCO value, so it had all these other numbers in there.
Oh, okay, well, just hold that. Let me just
look at yours. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get this solved.
Thanks.
Susie,
Yeah?
I had a squeakectomy today.
Good.
I got rid of the squeaks.
Oh, thank God for WD-40. Joe, I've been on like the webinar with like this guy Danny, my dose specialist, and he's got a wheelchair. It's like, I told him I was gonna ship WD-40 to him. We know when Danny's rolling around. So he's
But
just
now we
told us
don't. Now he's
he got
sneaking up
oil.
on us.
Yeah, you can't hear me coming.
Thank you.
Now
It's
you're
like,
in stealth mode.
You can't hear me coming.
yeah,
right.
we can't hear Danny come. It's like Christmas present early. I was like gonna like Amazon Prime him WD sprayable 40.
Oh, I was at the supermarket today and they had a stand there with a WD-40.
Waiting for you.
Yeah, good for me.
Okay, I'm here.
That is funny. So let's just check your symbol. So first, click on the first one where it says symbol.
Okay.
Let me just check this one. Okay, this one's fine. Okay, next, let's go to this one, the status line. Okay, you need the first two checked.
Okay.
All right, and everything is, and then uncheck where it says indicator arguments. No. Just,
okay.
right, just like that. Just like that. Okay. Now let's go to the scales.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay.
Should I have said okay or not yet?
Check. Don't click OK yet, right? Just I need you to check where it says indicator name label, and underneath that indicator last value label.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I'll scroll down a little bit. Okay, everything else looks okay. Go to appearance. And it's okay. Trading. Yeah. Everything's sound notifications for executions. Yeah, right there. Okay, yeah. So I think like everything should be okay now.
Oh, God, I gotta save this. I'm gonna say save settings.
Go up to the cloud where you see the cloud.
Okay, this is my cloud.
Click that. Yeah, now it's saved on. It's saved. Now you're good.
Oh, thank you for rescuing me. Okay, I won't keep you, but I just want to show you this. I made money. Well, I made fake money. So I want to show you my trades I did, just so I can gloat for a second with you. So like, I made 13 cents, a dollar. I went in with like realistic little teeny tiny amounts just to see if the market was moving. All right, and I'm going to show you, that I just was annoying me. I didn't want to look at it anymore, so I closed it. But I'm going to show you one more thing. So my positions, this is me going against your overlays. Well, that, I just went with it, okay? But I'm going to go and I'm going to salvage all these, but I didn't wait for the green dot. And that's what, I got kicked in the ass because I didn't wait for the green dot.
Well, you know something in here, right? And I've been thinking about this since we did the training the other day. And when we went on to look at the markets that are moving on the weekly, and you know, each one, like when you go on Coinbase and you look up a coin, it gives you all the statistics on that coin, and it tells you how much that coin is up for the year. And I thought, like, you know, just an interesting exercise would be is that if we created a basket of just the coins that are on the weekly, because the thing is that, like, you know, I think that like we really should have like two baskets, like a primary and then a secondary, right?
Yeah.
But our primaries should be the weekly, because when you look at the weekly on there, like with the TSI on the markets that are moving, I mean, like, they're moving like. The thing is that, like, we should be focusing our attention on what's moving as our primary, and then our secondary should be where we double down at, like where we talk about like the good stuff that we're going to do 2 weeks from now when it turns, or 3 weeks from now when it turns. But the whole thing is to be a great chess player, you know, you have to think about your next move before you move. And I think that if we have a primary basket and a secondary basket, well, why not spend all our time on the weeklies and put the other ones in a secondary basket and rotate?
All right, hold on. Somebody is crunching something.
Jamie, I'm muting him.
All right.
Let him eat. Let him eat.
Jamie and his French fries or potato chips. All right, so basically, I was trying to find like where you see these. I think my Wi-Fi is funkifying right now. It's not liking this system. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to. So I hear what you're saying with the second basket. So guys, what he's saying is that, so I have a lot of baskets. So this is my main, all of my Coinbase. So what he's suggesting is that we make a second basket. So you click here and you say, create a new list. And what do you want to call this one, Joe? Like the weekly basket?
Yeah, the weekly.
Okay, we'll call it the weekly.
You know, and it's mainly because, like, you know, when you look at the weekly chart, the weekly is printing a bar each week. So the thing is that we got the trend in our favor for that week. So that market there has what they call market breadth. That means like it's higher the retracements, or likely to put in a higher high. And you know, when the weekly matches up with the daily, that's when all the good stuff happened this year. Like, you know, 3 months ago, like when it broke to the upside, the weekly was involved. So, you know, when we did this, from first doing the training, and we've been like 8-9 months into this, we just started really just looking at, you know, how significant the market actually moves on the weekly, and how that's such an extraordinary opportunity, and how we can manage our time in a way where we're able to capitalize on that, you know. And remember how, like, I showed you, like, you go to the crypto screener, and then you go in there to where it says buy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. All right.
I just wanted to take you and show you this real quick.
So I'm gonna take off. I had the ticker symbol to show everything that was there. So we're gonna go to filter, and I'm gonna say in exchange, guys. I'm gonna say just Coinbase, because that's my primary. My other one is crypto.com, but they don't have it on this thing. Okay, so I'm just on Coinbase coins, and I'm on 1 week right here. So this is 1 minute. Here's 1 month, 1 week. Okay, so that's what Joe wants me to be on 1 week, and then we're gonna say strong buy. All right, so Joe, this is it.
So like, remember, so when you click on make the chart so it's half the page, and then you click the symbol, and then just hit the keyboard, and let's just go down the symbols and find something that's moving on the weekly. Here's something.
Wow, yeah. Now this is CRV BT. Oh man, it already changed, but yeah, you're right.
So like my point is, what I'm trying to say is that we're doing these mastermind groups for this crypto, right? And the thing is that the part of the mastermind group is we want preparation. And I just think that, you know, if we manage your time, you know, in a way, whereas is that the markets that are moving in the weekly basket should be our primaries, and then we rotate them. Like, I got nothing on Shiba, I got nothing on Dogecoin, but you know what? I just think that, like, it's better for us to let the market come to us and spend our time on what's moving, because we'll be going with the flow of the river, of the water.
Yeah, dude, you know what it is? Joe, okay, can you explain to us, because like I kind of truthfully hate using Bitcoin to buy stuff with, but I know back in the day in 2018 it was a big thing on your radar, and all these weekly strong buys are saying use Bitcoin to buy Matic. So it's just difficult for my brain to like figure it out, but I've got to get back into the end game of my goal is to acquire more Bitcoin and bouncing back between Bitcoin and the assets, because what's moving is Bitcoin CRV, Bitcoin Matic. That's what's coming up. Now that's Euro. Here's USDT. Let's see. I'm going to keep going down. So do you guys understand what Joe is saying?
Yeah, so just a question. So you're using the weekly chart to see if we want the market to come to us, the ones that are moving, and then we go to the day chart and we're gonna basically check all the check marks to see about going in at the green dot. Is that it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like if you go to
Wow.
that's exactly correct what I'm saying. Because see, the weekly is representing for the week, so you have all the odds in your favor. So you look for the green dot on your weekly. So for example, like right now on this coin right here, this Ethereum Bitcoin on Coinbase is right now trending on the weekly, right? And if you look at the green, been doing it the last 7 days. How many green dots do you have there, Susie?
Look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For 7 weeks, this bad boy's been moving up.
Wow.
Right. And I'm saying is that the last 7 weeks, we should be focusing all our time on coins like this instead of coins, even Dogecoin, that aren't developing yet. Because you can't force something to happen, and you have a world-class winning strategy and tools. But the thing is that there's no magic in this. If it's not set up at the right timing of the cycle, it doesn't matter what you have. We're not going to get the fish. If the fish, aren't swimming upstream, if they're not there, we're not going to get it. And it's not going to matter what tools you have. But if we can focus our time on what's moving, and then we can prepare and say, hey, you know what? That's Shiba. I've been watching this for 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I know it. I got these little warm, fuzzy feelings in my stomach. That's what's going to happen, because that's the market coming to you. You're getting ready to receive. And when you're getting ready to receive something, that's when, we all have, sweaty palms, right? We all won that at least one time a scratch-off ticket. And then our body temperature changes, right? You're cold and you get hot, then you get cold.
Yeah.
And for me, things get real hot, right? Or my stomach will get like these little funny feelings. That's all intuition, because you're getting ready to receive. And that's what I'm saying. When you plan, and let's say this, for example, the Bitcoin or the Ethereum, or whichever market, if it's not set up on, on that weekly, well, then when you prepare for it, and then when it is, guess what? Now it's showtime. The curtain dropped, and then now that's all we want to talk about. And then it's just a matter of time before, what we're doing is we're spending all our time making the most of the moment when the moment is good. Instead of, and I just think that, that's going to give us the most rewarding experience from these tools, because the weekly is very explosive, and even right now, the last couple of weeks, the dailies have been sideways and going lower, but the weeklies aren't even ready. And we were going over that in training class, and I was just telling Susie, we just gotta wait. We gotta wait, and then you can see she put these trades on early, but at the end of the day, it's just the timing wasn't right. So I just think that, let the market come to us. Let's create these weekly baskets, see what's moving in the weekly, and then whatever's not, we prepare for it. And maybe it's a week, maybe it's 2 weeks, maybe it's 3 weeks. But you know what a good hunter does? He goes up in the tree stand and he just sits and waits.
Yeah. Good freaking point.
That's when he eats, when he catches his moose,
I'm going moose hunting. Mama
How do you
moose
determine which ones are the primary, though?
We're finding them. Oh,
We're fine. Yeah, well, the primary is going to be anything that's not and doesn't have a green dot on the weekly. So when you go on the weekly, there might be 100 coins in this Coinbase, and there might only be 10 products that have a green dot. Those are your primary. You see?
Sure.
And that's what we want to do, Susie. And then that way there, as we go forward and we track the baskets, we can look at what percentage of gains or what type of movement the coins that are moving on the weekly and versus how we get ready to rotate. Because I do think that the market's going to bottom, but right now we're coming to what they call a year-end squeeze. And that means that anything goes. Like, it could go up, come back down. The stock market yesterday, the Dow was up 400. Today it was down 400. It can keep doing that every day. It's not going to be until the cycle changes, which I think it'll be at the end of the month, until we're actually going to push out of this zone, which I do believe the Bitcoin is going to go up. But right now, it's a little bit dicey out there, because for some unknown reason, the Bitcoin has actually been following the stock market. And,
Really?
Yeah, it's like, it's weird. It's very weird what's going on there this month. And I was just reading a report with, the booming new cases of this COVID, and then now they're wild card on the market. Trying to scare everybody. What they're putting, so we don't know how that's going to play a factor after this week, because they're just starting to put in there how things are going to be bad. So it's going to be difficult to tell, but I just don't know. I just don't see the markets really stable. So things up, big things down, but it's not going to be until I believe until the weekly comes in. Like, you need a Bitcoin, Susie, and put the weekly so we can show them.
Yeah. I got my basket, dude, and I'm very excited. Thank you for this. Okay, so BTC.
Yeah. See the way that weekly is? Now all the magic, like if you start in Susie, right? Go to July, right? Because I can tell you guys, right? My right there in July, that first green dot right there. My hand on my heart. I took that trade. I was in that. I never know that the market's gonna go all the way high. You know what I tell myself every time I get the first green dot? Don't get out.
Because you get flipping scared.
I'm human. I'm in my human form. I'm just like you guys. I've been doing this for over 20 years, but I still get nervous. I still, I have that little voice in the back of my head that says, "Oh, this thing's not going to work out." Everybody has that voice, and
don't get out. Don't get out. See, I'm the opposite. I'm like, you better sell when it goes high, Sue, because Jake told me when CRO was at 91 cents, Mom, sell. And I'm like, no, Jake. I was like, I'm like reverse. I'm like a fear of losing out of the big swings, even though he knew that freaking Scorpio son of mine knew sell. And I'm a fucking stingy. I was being a pig. I got slaughtered. I was a pig because I didn't take profit. So here you are. You always take profit then. That's the reverse. I need to adopt your mindset. And then I think collectively I'll be better.
I'm going to tell you.
Don't get out.
Can I ask a question?
I'm so opposite. I'm like making myself sell. I'm like, you better freaking sell, Sue. It's so funny. How many of you guys think like Joe, like don't get out? Or how many of you guys have an issue with selling?
I did before, now I just, whenever I try to get into the mindset of selling now.
Joe, we need more of you. We need sell mindset. So you're all about selling. So
well, look, I'm going to tell you what happens, right? What happens is that, like I've been doing this for over 20 years. In my early years, when I was young, right, I used to do that because the thing is that, I was more taking actions off of my emotions to taking actions in a more analytical way from what happens with the cycles. And then through repetition of applying it and experiences that you'll have. Because see, when you have an experience with something, an experience is defined of something that happens from within. It could be a good experience, it could be a bad experience, but I couldn't create that experience inside of you at the end of it. It's like biting into a strawberry, the taste that you have, the taste that you get, the sensations. It's all part of the experience, but that experience happens from within. That's what success is. You have to nurture it like a baby. And once you start to have these tools and you start to have a consistent approach, you'll start to learn the power of the TSI, the power of the tools. And, you're not going to want to get out because you're going to remember the last time you got out early, and then how you felt in the morning, and then how you felt the next day when you see what happened to the market price. And those are feelings like inside right now. Maybe you had a good experience, maybe you had a bad experience. But with these tools and following the direction of how to use the tools, those experiences will be great experiences. And everyone that we have in the training that we do on Tuesdays, like our testimonials are real. It's not like I'm going to people and say, hey, give this one, a testimonial and create us one. There's this one guy, Julian, remember Susie?
Yeah.
That guy in there?
Yeah.
And he called the move on the TSI. It was something like, he was like, hey, thank you. I made over like 100% on your trade, catching the tools. Well, I told him, I was like, look, I can't give you what I have because you already have it. And then now it's activated and you're experiencing it. He says, thank you, because it's an experience that comes from within learning. And when you hear me tell you, don't get out, that's just my initial reaction because I don't want to give up a good thing. I don't want to give up my tickets to the concert because I know what happened last time. But that's something that comes to experience and confidence. And I always look for the first dot, don't get out, because that's the first week. And then if I'm going to get out, maybe get out on the second or third. And then a lot of times what happens is that by the time the second or third dot comes in, the market already went up 400, 500, 600 points. And it usually does it when I'm sleeping. It's not like when I'm here looking at it and I'm going to get rich looking at it like I'm playing in Atlantic City and I'm going to see it right here, right now. You know what I mean? It's not like that. The success usually comes, when you go to sleep and you wake up and you're like, whoa, what happened? Oh, this was that strategy that I applied in the TSI. And I scaled into the positioning and it finally came to fruition. I've been planning this because this was part of my secondary for like a month ago. And it finally happened. You have to go through the process to experience that. And that's really what you get with us. You're getting the tools, right? And the directions of how to experience that. And the last part is really just showing up. It's action, because we can only do but so much, until we get, to see your experiences. But I can tell you that we have, the people that we do have and are using this, that everyone's having a great experience. So, give yourself a shot to experience that, and it will be just such a rewarding.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions for Joe? Because he's been doing this for, like you said, 20 years. It's his full-time gig.
So even though the volatility index never really hits the rock bottom area, we could still use the TSI to make decisions on whether we go in or not, right? With the green dot.
Well, yeah. See, out of all the indicators in there, the TSI is one of the most important ones. Like you use TSI to get out earlier in your positions on the first red arrow.
Yeah.
And use the TSI to position yourself early with the green dot. Because what happens is that not every time the volatility index goes down, they're perfect. So it's not every time that it's perfect setup and you're gonna get it, because you can wait around all year for the perfect setup and it could still lose. There's no guarantees in here. But the TSI, that automatically catches the market momentum. So like in this case point that you're looking at, Susie, right here,
Yeah.
The volatility index
It's high.
dip, right? But it wasn't until when the momentum started to change, it was the TSI that showed, hey, the arrow changed from red down arrow to the green dot, and it's the TSI that's saying, hey, this thing's gonna go. It's moving now. So the TSI is the most important one and gives the major clue of the trend. And if you follow that TSI, you'll do well, and if you follow the TSI with the markets that are on the weekly, well, then now you're going to have your overall momentum in your favor, which, like I said, like that being a primary basket, inside of there.
So here's one thing, like this one, I literally just bought while you were talking, and I'm already up. Like I'm just gonna take profit, 1,199. I mean, I bought an extreme amount. I just put like 1,000 in there, but we were talking earlier how this is like the sell zone up here. So like it is the TSI, like the number, it's at 90.8. So I'm gonna put my eyeball right there, guys, so you guys can see. Like I'm watching. Is that what it, or is it the gold number, the 86.3? Is that the 86.3? Oh God, I didn't mean to do that.
Not the red arrow going down?
It's like, wait, like Joe, you see this little like guy right here? Is the 86.3? That's the number that the gold line is on, right?
Yeah, it's correct.
All right. Oh, and look, the volatility index is 93. So it's at one of those places. Like I can't watch. I have to watch this baby because it could blow any time and go the other direction. What do you think? It's up there. It's in high oversold.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, it's up there. And
it's high.
What's going to show you is the first red arrow down. That's when you're gonna
take profit.
The trend is over, right?
Yeah.
Right now, though, this thing can give you green dots. Like the longest green dots I seen were 14 green dots, and that was like 2 months and a half.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
now
7,
just
through
think
7.
About getting 14 dots, like how much money you make on that.
All right, dude. So I'm gonna go right now. I'm.
I mean, everybody's played Pac-Man, right?
Yeah, man, you can't get it. Oh my God, you're like, it's gonna eat me. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's like right on my ass, and you gotta watch it because this is. You know what? What if we did Fibonacci on this to figure out how far we should go? What do you think? Like, what if we set it to sell? Like, do you ever buy and set sell, or do you always do it manually?
Oh, I mean, you could do that. I mean, usually what I do is, like I said, I let the market come to me, and then I just profit. So I'm mainly just doing the setups,
Yeah, and then
once I get positioned in there, like on that green dot, then I'm letting the cake bake,
And you're manually taking profits. You're not presetting the sell, because look, it's on a 4-hour Fibonacci basis, it's hitting the 62% line, so it's hitting the high level. But right here, it went way far past that, like in December 8th. I mean, it's been flying high. Ethereum got some stuff going on, man.
Yeah, I like this one here out of all the cryptos. I don't, not that I just see the Ethereum, like with all the NFTs and stuff and the blockchains, it seems like it's growing more rapidly.
Yeah, well, it has a lot more room to grow too. It's, at 4,000 versus 48,000. You have to go all the way down to like a 3-minute, a 1-minute to get even low, right? I mean,
yeah.
I like it when it's low, but on a what if we didn't have enough info for a month? We don't. We really.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we reset this and see what happens. Yeah, so, we don't.
So, Susie, now that you have your weekly basket, right?
Yeah.
The ones in there, if you take a look at the daily, very next to the weekly, then, you see the, you can see that if you have a TSI on the weekly and on the daily, you know, because you can match your TSIs up, you know, because you know, that's another way in there to max it.
Oh, okay, all right. So so what he's saying is I'm going to set these. All right. So this is so I'm going to make this oh, okay, I'll go back to this. Wait, whoops, sorry. I'm going to make this one a daily, and then I'll make this one on the right a weekly. So I'm clicking week here. Okay.
And what I'm saying is that's exactly what I'm doing here. If you look at right here on the left-hand side.
Tony, can you mute that person? All right, I'll mute them. Hold on. Go.
Yeah, I got him.
Okay, thanks, Tony. Okay, go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So basically, is that this is a very powerful setup right here, because on the left-hand side, right, we're looking at the first green dot on the TSI, right?
Right here. Okay.
So, yeah. Now, if you notice, the volatility index didn't get all the way down, but the TSI is showing that the trend is starting to change. Now, if you look on the right-hand side, the weekly is confirming the trend.
Sorry.
So each time in there, when the daily gives the green dot, there's a good chance that the market's going to keep heading up higher. And like if you go further back on the daily, Susie,
okay,
to the move to show like the other move up just a little bit to the left.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, right there on the TSI again. You know, hey, the weekly's in your favor. So every time, like after you get the red sell arrow, and you get the next green dot, boom, you're going to get the swing. Now look how much the market moved on that swing right there. That's like at least
well,
like,
all the way to there, and then like what was that, like in 2 days 72%, but then so it was going up 72%. It's good. So but then like if you didn't sell right away, then it kind of went a little bit and went down to only 32%. So take profit. Right?
Right.
Take profit. And you know, earlier one of the guys was saying, well, how much should we take profit? And I'm like, well, sometimes Joe slams out, but he remembers you saying 75%, and he goes, and I was like, well, you know, that's because sometimes we can't get back in at low cost. That's because there's some emotional attachment, Joe, to some of those coins. Is that why you hold back just in case there's a little bit more juice to take out?
Oh yeah, well I always scale in and scale out because I don't like to chase. And it's been my experience in the past that every time I go completely flat on a position, that I end up buying back at the worst price again. So there's not one time that I've ever gotten out of a trade like completely. Like I get completely out and so 100%. It's like I disconnect from the market or the strategy, and I'm wrong. Like I might be wrong a week later, and then the market moves, and I have to chase it. So now, instead of ever chasing the market again, I rather downsize my positioning, and then I feel better about myself.
All right, so that's why I'm feeling pretty shitty. I took profit, but I sold it all, and now I'm like, damn it. Now I'm chasing the market, so I'm in chase land. That's why I'm like anxious. I'm like, oh my God, I have this USD just sitting, and it's like getting moldy and it's decrepit. It's like, oh, I should have left it in. Not all, but whatever. But I was piggish.
But having a tool like this gives you a better advantage to go back in versus the average person who's sort of going in blind, just has no clue.
Absolutely. This is like clueful.
Yeah.
Basically, it looks like what I'm learning from this 1 week moment perspective is that I don't need to be selling for USD. I need to sell for Bitcoin. But that means I got to go back to like Bitcoin 101 and really master the Satoshi, and I need to really watch Bitcoin value. So it looks like, because all of these that are like actually flying high are combo Bitcoins. So like if you guys notice, it's like I think I'm going to be kissing USD goodbye and saying I'm going to sell Matic for Bitcoin. So Joe wrote a book about this too, and I have to reread it, Joe, to be honest with you. Maybe I should make myself do a YouTube video reading it. That way I can study it and help others. Because he did a book in like 2019 about the power of, what do you call it? Like, it's like companion trading or something. What is
in the pair trading?
The pair trading,
Pairs.
like yeah.
And basically that right there is what happens is that the money is always going somewhere. It's either going from one sector to another sector, but the money never sleeps. So even though, like, for example, the last 3 weeks, right? The main coins like the Ethereum and the Bitcoin, they've been going down, right? But there's other coins that are going up. So it's not like the money sleeps and everything goes down and everybody goes and hibernates. What happens is that the money just gets shifted around from sector to sector. Now, when you do the pairs, pair trading, and that's what Susie's talking about, you're putting yourself in a position where where if one pair is losing a value, the other one could be possibly gaining. So it's kind of like, if you make money on one, well, you're not losing 100% of the value on your other coin. So it's really just a way to maximize the strategy, but the strategy really starts with the TSI, because even with the pair strategy, pair trading, you still have to understand the cycles of the market, and you still have to utilize the tools, because the tools is where all the magic happens. That's basically where it works. It's really, the magic really lies within the tools and positioning yourself, and whether or not you get the follow through from the trade. And nobody knows that you get the follow through, but if you have the weekly in your favor, if you have the daily in your favor, there's a great likelihood that you will be in that trade when the market moves 100%, 200%. And what we're doing right now with the weekly basket is taking a look in here over the, of how we could redesign the strategy or the approach that we're doing with the tools to get the maximum reward. Whereas the last 3 weeks, we could have been focusing on this weekly basket. And Susie, just imagine if you traded everything in this weekly basket and you did 1,000 coins like you've been doing. You would have moved this account probably $1 billion.
Yeah, wait for it.
So the big thing is I think that to catch the fish that are swimming on the weekly channel, and let the other fish, come to you. And I think, when you're winning, you'll have that winning momentum behind you, and that's when the secondary really comes into play, because you take the profits that you make from the primary on the weekly, and then now 2 months later, the secondary now is ready to make its move. Well, what do? Well, you just made 100%.
What is that? Oh.
Take that 100% and you double down on this next one, and then we're going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, once you start to experience the success, you'll grow from within. But it's something in there which everyone is different to that. And not everyone's ready to receive it, because how many times the winning ticket to the lottery, and you walk in the store but you don't play the ticket.
Yeah.
So the thing is that it's really the laws of attraction. You have to be a really courageous person to be a trader, in my opinion, because anything that has to do with money and investing, it deals with your emotions, and you can have a bad experience in the past, and it could stop you from doing something in the future. So I think you have to be really courageous to be a trader. And without these tools, I don't know how you can make it. To be honest with you, like I have like they have these different newsletters that they have, and some of them make money and some of them lose money. But I don't know, like, if I was so comfortable investing all my money into a newsletter and never learning this.
Okay, I'll be honest with you, Joe. Like, I have access to the newsletters and that's what's truthfully made me money, because I can go to bed at night knowing that at least I assume that the fundamentals of the coins that I'm in are right, but then I use your tools to decide if I'm going to buy or sell or hold, because there's 14,000 coins, right? And the newsletters help me say hell no to a lot of them, right? I'm like, no. Like, truthfully, Shiba is not in any recommendations of the newsletter land, right? But I did it. I made money on it, but I also knew I got to get out, right? And then, like, here's the other thing on Shiba, all over YouTube, and you got to be careful, guys. The newsletters, YouTube was saying Shiba's gonna go to 30 cents, 30 cents, 30 cents. So I was like going strong on Shiba, and I feel bad. I even got my sister to invest in it, and Shiba didn't go to 30 cents.
I mean,
And I
I
guess
think
I had to teach her to sell. And I don't know if it's not going to go to 30 cents in 5 years, you know? So I don't want to tell anybody what to buy or sell, especially not my sister anymore. I mean, I don't want to show up to Christmas and she'd be like, Sue, you told me to get this shit show and it's down. I'll be like, oh, bro, I can't go there.
Yeah,
I don't.
Well, Susie, one thing I just wanted to tell you with that is that you're 100% right in what you're saying, but also I'm not saying don't use it. I'm saying put all the odds in your favor to win. And like, you're right. Those newsletters, they give good fundamental information, but what they're missing is the most valuable thing.
Yeah.
They don't tell you the timing of when it's going to happen. So the whole thing is that you could purchase a newsletter in January, and if you don't have the education or the experience, you go right away as soon as you buy it in January, and you say, "Oh, this coin does this. Let me buy it right away." And then now you're setting this high expectation for yourself blindly.
Yeah. I think that, okay, so what I want to design with you, I was showing them this shit show girl called Crypto Queen that's just scamming, telling people, I don't even know, she was saying short. I was like, she put glitter on her face. I was like, I did that when I was making fun of crypto in the beginning, and I can't believe Jamie put a video of me doing that. But this chick for real today put glitter on her eyes. She was selling, I want to show you so bad, Joe, I gotta send it to you. She was selling a course for $2,000 and people were buying it. The chick made $1 million. She's the biggest idiot I've ever seen. She's like, hey. She's like a drugged out girl with long, beautiful hair. She's got great teeth, great, like, complex, whatever. She's got to be around like 30, 40-ish. She's over in Thailand getting people to like do fake scripts and saying that she does a good job. The chick did YouTube ads, $2,000 a pop for her course. That's like a recorded course. Joe, we really need to hit you hard and get this like course done. Because if she would have at least sold these indicators first, then some fundamentals, there's so much money in this.
Oh, well, if your customers make money, right? Guess what? It's just a matter of time before you're going to be successful, because you have staying power, in the game. There's so many companies and people that come in there fly by night. It's because there's no substance in what they're giving. So they're saying, hey, it's all glitter, but that glitter is not really all gold.
Yeah. All right, so I got my 1 week. All right, so this is it. It's not exciting either. I mean, to read truthfully, Joe, I got my chosen few, and This is it. It's easy. It broke it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. So you just simplified my life doing that crypto cleaner. Crypto screener cleaner. It makes the screener useful. So CRV Bitcoin, that's moving up. I did just put a buy in of 100. I'm down 32 cents, $3.82, but whatever. So
what does that mean? That you're buying CRV and then you're selling it, and then when you're selling it, you're converting it to Bitcoin? What does that mean?
No. I basically need to get Bitcoin in my portfolio and use Bitcoin to buy CRV.
Oh, okay. And then when you sell, it's the reverse?
I haven't bought anything with Bitcoin in so long, but Joe, is that right? Like when we buy it with Bitcoin, do we have to sell it for Bitcoin?
No, no.
Let's see. Let's try it. I'll do it live. Let's see. I gotta convert my USD to Bitcoin, so I literally have to, like, I mean, right now, if I wanted to buy CRV, well, explain this to me because to me, I don't know. I feel like a ding dong sometimes because the Bitcoin conversion kind of gets me frazzled. If my chart is saying to buy it CRV Bitcoin combo, when I buy it with Bitcoin, when I sell it, I don't have to sell it for Bitcoin, do I? Are you still there, Joe?
Yeah. Let's take a look here.
Yeah, let's do CRV. Okay, so
What is this? Coinbase Pro?
yeah, Joe does Coinbase. I just do Coinbase Pro. So I don't. Here's my portfolio. It's so cute right now. Okay, so this is just stuff I wasn't gonna deal with. This is just like dust. Okay, so we've got 1,634 USD. So I think I have to buy Bitcoin to buy Bitcoin for CRV, right? Here's the chart. I'll go back to the chart. So the chart is saying that CRV Bitcoin is going. It doesn't say CRV USD. I'll add CRV USD and let's see what that is going at. Okay, so I'm going to add that to this chart and let's just see if that's the same scenario. See, why is that? So the CRV USD is not a good combo. Is the USD losing tons of value right now?
No, but the thing is that you know the CRUSD.
Okay, so CRV, buying CRV for Bitcoin is going up and up. But the CRV being purchased with USD is going down on the week.
Because USD is stable. It's $1. Bitcoin's not. Bitcoin keeps raising or down, whichever it's doing.
God, this is like really, to me, like advanced mathematicals.
Go to CoinMarketCap and you can find out how much it is.
Well, it's not that, but it's just like, thank God I have the charts to tell me which way to go.
Oh, okay.
But Joe, like, how do I verbally explain why I'm gaining more by Bitcoin versus USD? Why is I don't know how to explain this math. I mean, I know your quantitative analytics are telling me go Bitcoin, do the pair, but there's a lot of math that your computers are doing, right?
Yeah.
Well, beyond my brain.
One of the big differences is that the difference between the BTC and the USD is the pricing of it.
Told you.
The value on the BTC, you'll notice that it starts with the 0.0. And if you change the other symbol to CRV USD, you'll see that that's not the case. Well, once the USD converts to BTC, then that's when you get that Satoshi and BTC value. I don't know if I answered the question or not, but
Well,
that's why you know, it is. So if, on the left hand side, if you change that to CRV BTC.
okay. That's probably going to be helpful. Okay, one day,
now,
and let me change.
On the right.
Well, let's do 1 week because I'm kind of analyzing the week right now. Okay.
Yeah, well, they're the same chart. Okay, the difference is if you look at the scaling on the right hand side. Okay, on the BTC, it starts with 0.0.
Yeah.
And if you look at the scaling on the right hand side of the USD, it starts off with a 2 or a 1, or it's at 3. So it's just it's a difference in how it's scalable from the currency that's being traded, and you know, value of the currency that's being traded.
So is this saying that Bitcoin has a higher value than USD?
Well, it really just depends on what you have your money in. You know, because different traders are coming into the market doing different different trading. If you're coming here and you were doing the BTC and you were buying and you're ready, then you could be buying way more CRV than if you had to take it and convert it to USD and then buy USD. So it just depends on, you know, not everybody has US dollars in their account. There's a lot of people that just sitting with Bitcoin, or they're just sitting with Ethereum, another currency other than dollar. Like me, like I have all my money. When I'm not using my money, I put money into DAI, DIA, stablecoin. So for me, anything that I'm gonna go do, I'm converting from DAI into my product. But I never have any USD dollars in my crypto account. Because see, when I'm in DAI, I'm still earning like 4%. The only thing that don't pay you to earn at Coinbase is if you keep it in US dollars.
Crap. So I should just transfer everything to Coinbase, normal Coinbase, and just have it sitting in DAI. And then, okay, so what he's showing, I'm going to show you them that. Okay.
They probably have DAI on this.
All right, let's just, since we're in my little teeny tiny account right now, let's just do it, and I'll show you guys what he's talking about. All right, so what he does is he trades. Oh man, I gotta put my codes in, I guess. Give me a second. He puts all his money into the Coinbase.com. So let's just say you go to portfolio, and he does. Wait, we don't want to draw. We want to withdraw. And we're going to withdraw USD, and I'm going to take it to my Coinbase and say max and withdraw. So there's no cost to do this. You just switch it over. All right, so that's done. So then you go to your Coinbase.com. Well, I'll just refresh this, and it'll say like that amount is in here in USD. And what he's saying he does is he would buy DAI. He would say buy, and then, but the thing is like you can't use DAI to buy everything though. Right, Joe?
Aren't you staking it?
Well, so watch. So like buy, and then I'm gonna go to DAI, DAI, and it's 2% APY. So I'm gonna pay with my, wait, oh no, dude, convert. I'm gonna convert my USD. Hold up, honky. It just said I only had like $100 in USD. Okay, let's try this bad boy again. All right, hang tight. So it's right there. Okay, so buy, sell, convert, US. Oh, that's USDC coin. Okay, USD. dude, Joe, how do I freaking?
Oh, no, well, what you gotta do is that go back, right? Let me show you. Okay. Now.
Oh my God, is it stuck? Okay.
No, what you do is that you go down to where it says die, right? Scroll down where die is.
Maybe I have to search because I don't think I have die right now. Let's see.
Or if you search it.
Let's see. Assets or trade, maybe die and look for die. Okay.
Portfolio. Yeah, there you go, right there.
Okay, die. It's been so long, I never used this
Right.
to buy. Okay.
Now, when you click on this, yeah.
Click buy.
Convert.
From maybe it's just US dollar. Holy macaroni.
Maybe you gotta refresh. You know,
Dude, this thing does now I see why people don't even go in USD. It's like they don't, it's like it's dirty.
No, you know what it is that they might have a glitch in there. They had a glitch on the XRP the other day. So it might have transferred over, and then for some reason you might have to refresh. Because usually you just go right to that box and you just convert. And what they do is that die actually gives you like 4% on it. It'll tell you how much you're be receiving. And you know, when you're in US dollars here, they don't pay you.
All right, this is what I think I'm gonna have to do. I think I'm gonna have to deposit in here USD. I think I have to transfer it from Coinbase Max.
But didn't you transfer it before?
What?
Didn't you transfer it before?
Okay, hold on. I can't function. I transferred it to Coinbase, and now I'm gonna have to deposit it because you can't. It's not letting me move it. Max. Okay, so I'm transferring it again, and then I have to transform it into pro.coinbase because they won't let me buy it. So trade, and I'm gonna say markets DAI, DAI. CUSD die. Okay, so I'll just buy, and I'll just buy like $100 a die. Just do 100. Delete.
Well, you're not gonna lose any money. It's a stable coin.
It's gonna charge me a cent. Okay, $101. Okay, there we go. Place buy. Okay, so I just bought die. All right, so now my portfolio is gonna say that I have die. All right, so now I'm going to withdraw die. I'm going to take it. So, but if it's sitting in my pro Coinbase account, I'm not making any interest of it. Okay, so now I'm moving.
You got to put it in normal Coinbase.
Exactly. Okay, so now we're going to go to normal Coinbase. Okay, so now we're going to refresh. So Joe's got the secret sauce going down because he takes all the money on the table. And so he found that if he buys and sells and sticks it in die when it's sitting and he's waiting to pounce on the next one, he's making money. Okay, so let's search for my die now.
Okay. Yeah, but Tazo makes you more money than that, though, don't it? Tazo's 4.65.
Well,
yeah, 2%. Tazo's 4.65%.
Wow. Well,
and then it goes 4%. I only know that because I have staking in those.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, you see how right there they show you the percent, like the algo and the other one. So different ones give you different different returns, and then they rotate it. You know, like promotional, I think. But yeah, I do believe that Tezo was the higher one.
Yep, that's 4.65.
All right, so 6 coins. It says, yeah, it says 6 assets are interest earning.
Yep.
The only they do that on. Like, I think what they do is they make them in there for liquidity, and then they rotate them. and which I don't know if the other ones, is that also a stable one, that Tezo?
No, no.
It's
Oh,
not.
okay, that's why. That might be the difference between the die. See that die, right, Susie? If you go back to the chart on the die,
Yeah.
and you look at it, that thing is pegged. Like,
Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's $1. It's a stable
Yep.
coin.
I mean, not to say volatility is not bad, but you don't want to deal with volatility. You just want the interest.
Yeah, it's staked. A community of the Maker token holder governments of the Maker protocol power Dash. So basically, it's a Maker blockchain. That means over 400 apps and services have integrated DAI, so the usage is up with decentralized finance platforms, games, and more. So explore apps. Well, the Coinbase, Panda Exchange, Swissborg, Oasis, Bluebit, and Bitcoin Trade and Wire. I've heard this Wire a lot lately. Exchange and crypto safety and security. Okay, so those are all using DAI. And then Tezos, you guys were wondering about? Tezos, T-E-Z.
No, that's what I have staked in there because it just does it automatically.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
it's
so
more volatile.
yeah, man. But staking is definitely worth it. It's baking it. I mean, I make $1 a day from staking on a bad place, on a gambling site. House always wins. I'm definitely can attest for that, right? The house wins, and I won. I won $5,000 from staking that thing over a few years. I was happy. I took profit at the right time too, and I was like oblivious to what was coming. Okay, so here's Bezos, institutional grade security, governance by the people, an energy efficient algorithm. You know the green people are going to go for that. Smarter contracts, forklessly, endlessly upgradable, powerful, scalable. Tezos is an open source platform that addresses key barriers facing blockchain adoption for assets and applications backed by global community of validators, research and builders. By design, Tezos embraces long-term upgradability, open participation, collaboration, and smart contract safety. All right, so it's nice and low. I mean, that's good to know. Like all-time high was $5. It's up 150. It's up 87%. This is what Joe was talking about, you guys, when you could see the performance of it in like a year, a month, 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour. So it's not on sale on a 1-year uppage, but it is on sale for the 1 month uppage, right? It's 20% off on a 1 month perspective.
So keeping your profits in like Coinbase and then putting it into DAI, staking it in DAI, that's like hedging against inflation, because if you cashed out and the dollar is worth less because of all this inflation that's going on, keeping it in Coinbase and making interest, isn't that the whole point, Joe?
You got it. You got it.
Fine, I'll move my money and DAI, but let's trade. What, like,
I was just curious. I was just curious about why.
Wait, but why still DAI? Why not Teso, which is more?
Well, wait, how do you find out how much you're going to make? Okay, interest earning, where's that thing?
It's right there on the div. Click on them.
Okay, wait, let's see, like you said, assets.
So yours is 2%. If you go on down to Teso, find it wherever it is.
Go to trade and say Tezos.
And then it will tell you. But it might only tell you when there's something in it, which I have stuff in mine. So
Tezos, T-E-X, how do you spell it? Oh,
T-E-Z.
Usually when you go to your assets or portfolio, it'll tell you.
What is it? Why, Joe, do you do what this means 3 times long and 3 times short? What is that?
Oh,
It's
well,
Telzilla,
it's
not
those
tradable.
coins. Those are 4 different coins. This
Yeah,
one, right, is the one that he's talking about that gives the higher one,
yeah,
right?
top one. Yeah, top one.
The top one. Now, if you click that top one, Susie, right? I believe the main difference is that you go when you go to the chart and you click all, click all, right?
Where's the all?
Well, you just clicked it.
Oh, all time. You're talking about the car. Okay, it went up 160% all time.
Right. Now, if you put your mouse and you look at like a top to a bottom, okay, like on the blue line, which is the chart, that's showing you the volatility. So if you look over the last since December or the last year, right, you'll see that it has a high right there. Keep going up right there. The high is 681, and then let's go down to the low, 229. So that's like maybe about 400 point trading range. That's 400. That's volatility. So let's just say that right there represents the volatility from top to bottom. And then Susie, let's go to the die, and then let's look at the top to bottom on the die.
Susie,
And
if you roll up, you could see that if you didn't see that it showed the deal at the bottom of it. It's 4.63, not 65. I thought it was 65.
All right. So wait, he was saying that where are you
Roll
saying?
that down. Roll it down. See it right there? Earning
Oh, okay. Here we go.
4.63%.
Yeah.
Not 65. I thought it was 65. I was off by 2 pennies or 2%.
And you see where it has where it tells you the gains, Susie, right there. The gains to 281% past year.
Oh, right here. Yeah.
Yeah. That when they do it's a formula that they do to determine how to give you that percent. And that formula is based on what that percentage volatility of the market moved. Now, if you do a comparison and compare that to DAI,
Okay.
let's see the difference.
Okay. I'm gonna just take a quick snapshot of this so we have this on record.
So the 281% is good, Joe?
Well, yeah. I mean, look, it's good, right?
Okay.
When I put my money into the DAI, the difference is that I don't want the account to move like that. I really.
Oh, I got you.
Like, you see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I don't want
yeah,
any at all. I just want to collect my percentage. And so if for that, when we do the comparison, we should see that it should be lower on the DAI, which is just a difference to stability.
Just get rid of this stuff. We don't need this.
So on the coins that you're staking, if it's too volatile, then it's going to eat into the interest, right? Is that it?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And DAI is more stable, so you're making money because it's always gonna hover around a dollar, right?
Yeah. Now, yeah, exactly. Now, what Tesla, what's good with that is that if you're able to catch it when the volatility peaks low, and you down cost average and buy more, well, then you can actually win at the end of it because you'll get your 4.5% and you cost average at a lower percent rate. It's like remortgaging the house,
Right.
you know?
Okay.
You know, but here, that you can see it gives a yield. Now look at the chart, Susie. So this is DAI. So if you look at the comparison between the two charts, Susie, you'll see that the DAI is more stable to 1. So I'm making out better with my 2% versus the other one, which if I put it at the wrong time, then that volatility could eat into my interest, and I don't make 4.6%. I might only make 1% if I do it at the wrong time.
Wow.
I mean, let's say,
good point.
You know what I mean? I just say it at the wrong time because I do a lot of things at the wrong time. I'm not. You know what I mean? I just keep trying.
Yeah.
You know, I'm consistent person, always been that way. But if I gave up, I would never be where I'm at today, because I have a hard head, you know, a little stubborn too, and it just takes me a long time to learn. I'm sharing with you.
You always
Yeah,
got to
it's really,
keep
and you
going
guys,
forward.
Yeah.
so this is good. So basically you're making money even when you sleep, and that's how you do it. Every little bit counts. Literally every little Bitcoin. So trading activity, buy 61%, sell 39%, popularity number 15, volume. There's 9.2 billion in DAI. Typical hold time is 16 days. So that's interesting because that means people kind of maybe wait 2 weeks before they get back into something else.
Exactly, and it's the best place to go. You don't want to go to U.S. dollars, that's for sure. So you go here, and then you know, from here you you plan your next trade.
Yeah, I like this. So why DAI versus Tezos? And the reasoning is because it's like
Move.
Tezos moves. Tezos is not
Volatile.
stable.
The volatility
It's
eats into
volatile.
the interest.
Is a volatility risk. Is
Yeah, and it really just depends on like when you enter it, because you know not everyone's conscious of where they enter in, and that's why like a lot of these brokerages and Coinbase, they sell you on the fact of not to worry about having the perfect timing of the entry, because because the thing is that if you invested like in Tezo each week out of your debit account, at the end of the year you will obtain such a better cost average price that you would actually beat the system. But if you didn't do that, went into Tezo, and let's say you brought it right now at the wrong price, and you were under this impression that you were going to get the whole 4.63%, that actually could be wrong because of the volatility, and that's what they don't tell you. So they always leave a little piece out, but that's why they give you the higher percentage, because they're giving you that extra risk. So they're figuring, well, you know what, chances are, we'll give this extra percent, and we'll just increase the volatility of this, and because your market be, and the only people that suffer are the ones that are uneducated, because then they get in there, and then they don't know actually what happened. They just know that the numbers don't add up at the end.
Right.
Feels
See,
like the blind leading the blind.
I think the whole time that I've been it, because I don't do it to stake. I just have it in Coinbase, and it's right there. It automatically does it. So, but I think on those type of coins, I've only made like $83 in interest for at least 2000 and
wait, you made $83 in interest?
I think $83. Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, it is? I thought it was pretty low all the time.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's been there since 2018, probably.
Oh.
I mean, different coins. I pull stuff out, I put stuff in it, and yeah, I don't have a lot on that. My Tezos, I didn't have a lot of stuff on it.
Okay, guys, I do not use this to buy and sell with, because the fees in here are incredibly crazy.
Yeah, that's why you go to Pro.
How in the heck are you supposed to buy anything with DAI inside of the system?
You got to take it, move it up to Pro to get it out. Save the fees.
Just convert over from here.
Okay, so you got to do convert
to Pro.
So I say I'm just assuming from DAI, and then I want to convert to CRV. Oh, okay.
Right, and
oh.
There's no fee for that, no?
Is there a fee? Let's see.
I don't
Okay,
think so.
so let's convert let's do like $20 and see if this happens, and see if there's a fee.
It would tell you there's a fee. But you can preview it, yes.
You don't have to complete it though. I give it to you before it does it. No Coinbase fee.
Yeah, no
fee,
Coinbase.
right? You're using
Fee.
that.
So go ahead, X out of
And
that.
wow. Well, I mean, okay. So here's the thing, Joe. So I think I'm gonna do it because, but the thing I'm quite confused about is my Bitcoin for CRV is going good. So to jump on this one, do I need to be buying it with Bitcoin? Because now I'm buying it with DAI, and then it's just like, oh, well, I'm buying it. I'm still gonna have the asset, but CRV for USD is going bonkers. Or is the deal here is when I sell, I just make sure I sell for Bitcoin? Is the success in this trade, if I do this Bitcoin CRV, which is on a week level, the success will come when I sell it for Bitcoin? Is that what it is? The end result is selling it for Bitcoin. But if I sold CRV for USD, I'd be losing. Does that sound right?
Well, I mean, look, the thing is that you could do, I believe you can actually do either one, you know, on which one that you're doing, but it really depends. The value of how much you get really depends on your currency that you're going into. So if you already had money in BTC and you were going to do it, well, then you would buy the BTC one. You know, if you had, you know, if you had money in US dollars, right, then you would probably buy the USD one, because if not, you would have to buy the BTC and then buy the one. So the thing is that, you know, the best way is really, I believe that they only give you one. Like if you go in there to go back to your Coinbase, just to point something out to you.
Okay,
Okay.
I did it.
You did what?
I did it. I bought CRV.
With DAI?
Yeah.
And you did it on Coinbase, not Pro.
Yeah, there was no fee. I just converted it.
You
It worked
converted
out.
it.
It did. It worked.
There's no fee like converting.
But
Okay,
I think that the key to this particular trade is that when I'm going to sell, go ahead, Joe's going to teach me something. I sell for
No,
Bitcoin.
when you sell, you convert it back to DAI, and then you got 0 commissions again. That's what you do.
Okay.
And then this is the way you can transfer 0 commissions if you keep doing it back and forth to DAI.
So you guys, so even though like this chart, the success is this is going into Bitcoin,
yeah.
but you got to go, but see, technically, so this is, okay, this is what I was going to get to. So like at one point, and CoinMarketCap took it away, there used to be multiple lines on these charts showing the Bitcoin value, and they took it away. It was amazing. There was this green line and this red line. Like, let me show you guys what used to exist.
Isn't it down below?
Let's see. Is it?
I mean, did you click on the maps? Or the graphs, whatever you want to call that?
No, it used to say like, or maybe it's just special coins. Let's see. Wow, there's already 15,700 coins. It used to be 14,000.
Yep.
Okay, let's do Ethereum. Let's see if it shows on this one. Yeah, they changed the charts. Let me show you my YouTube channel and my old chart video.
Yeah, it used to have the green and red.
Yeah, like the videos on here will show. This is like Joe and I. Like if we do a God history, Joe videos, we could just sort by oldest. All right, let's see. If you're looking, I gotta do like no sign. Oh my gosh. It's like, Joe, they got commercials going on my channel. This was the book that this is your book. I guess I gotta watch my videos again.
That's the NASDAQ book. You got to go to the crypto book, right?
Yeah, I was gonna look for charts. Trading Goes Simple. Here, let's see if this was one of the charts. They had coin market cap. No,
Look at Susie.
I know. I don't know how to do that anymore. I forgot how to do my face. I couldn't get it to work. When I was messing with OBS.
I don't think it's good that way anyhow, because your face is in the way. You know, you're blocking part of the screen all the time.
The drives you bananas.
Yeah.
That's funny. Let's see if I had to have recorded coin market. Okay, wait, maybe this is a chart. Come on. Okay, wait. Okay, perfect. This was coin market cap. You see this gold line? That was the Bitcoin value, and the green line was the USD value.
Yeah.
They took that away. And that was so substantial because you could visually see how USD was sucking wind and Bitcoin was flying high. I bet because USD dropped so much, they probably commingled with CoinMarketCap saying, please take this visual away so people can't see how sucky USD is doing. I don't know why. They took it away. That was the most substantial because I used to explain, guys, you need to know what your end game is. Is your end game to have as much Bitcoin as possible? It's as if they're purposely dumbing down society by eliminating the reality of what's going on. That's why, Joe, I see that your chart's saying that BTC is where you want to be. Like the end game is if the money, you make money in this chart, the BTC, is when you sell it for BTC, not necessarily holding DAI. So what I'm seeing is in all of these situations, they're saying the end result is Bitcoin. Like if you sell Matic for Bitcoin, you're gonna win. And those are the 1 week charts that are winning. So it seems to me like the goal is to acquire Bitcoin and not so much DAI. Like here is it's sell rec for Bitcoin.
Yeah, but you got to remember, the only reason why you put your money in DAI is for one reason, because you don't want your money
Fluctuating.
You want your money to be stable. That's the whole purpose of putting it into DAI. If I wanted to take any risk, I would leave it in the coin, or I would do the Tezo. But I don't want to take any risk. That's
yeah. Okay, so it's riskless.
You know, I mean, like, how many times you have $100 and you convert it to another currency, and you do something stupid, and it automatically costs you $10 on every 100.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
Or $7 on 100. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just strategy, positioning. You know.
All right.
And you know, to what you can do.
I'm gonna switch my. I'm gonna just transfer over. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna trade. Well, I don't want to do it right now. I really want to buy something else right now.
Why do you want to go to Pro though? Because you didn't get charged on Coinbase, and that one is costs more, or it makes you more. Remember?
Wait. You got a good point there. Okay, fine. I will try this conversion thing.
The rates are higher on Coinbase versus Pro.
You're right. This is
all around. So Coinbase would be the one to be on. Maybe that's why Joe just does Coinbase.
Yeah, because when you're converting, it doesn't cost you anything.
Because but Coinbase itself, you're getting a better rate, a better profit.
Conversion rate.
Because Pro is cheaper.
I guess you're right, JoJo.
That's why Joe's doing it. That's another reason. Look at him chuckle. He didn't tell us that. He could have told us that, but we had to figure that out. So what about USDC? Because I Googled up and Coinbase, they said that's theirs. They did USDC. Because I was trying to find a stable coin to take a bunch of my coins and put it on there and then be able to put it on my Coinbase credit card. Because otherwise you can only load the card. Then I'd have to go and load it with something else because I don't have enough money. So I want to build it up and then put it all on there at once. With, I guess, a stable, USDC is what I thought I would do it on. Is that not as good as DAI?
Well, look, you could do that. That's not, that would work, right? That would work. You could do that,
Yeah.
And you could use the other products. I mean, that's why they're there. I mean, it's not like, it's just a matter of what we call risk exposure. So, you try to take as much minimum exposure as possible.
Right.
In my opinion, is a minimal risk exposure because of how close it's pegged to 1 with no fees. See, if you go in there and you do the USDC, I believe they're going to charge you a fee.
There's fees? Okay, I don't want fees, so I'll use DAI then. But see, I don't think DAI you could use off that credit card. You're in Coinbase still, Susie?
Oh yeah.
See if your card will allow DAI.
I don't think so, because I think you got to reload in that DC. It's how they make their money,
Uh-huh.
Like trading. Well, I've done maybe over thousands and thousands of trades, tens of thousands of trades.
Yes.
Commission doing that, and I got a friend, which he doesn't listen, and he pays commission on every trade.
Joe.
And Joe just laughs at him.
But there's no difference between when you go in the store, and and everybody, it's like an acquired taste, So it's just a matter of how you like to maneuver in the deal station. It's like going to the pump with gas. The last time I paid cash at the pump, I can't even remember, over a year ago. Why? Because I get 5% back on my card.
Yeah, I do too now.
Gas, right? And my buddy tells me, he's like, hey, Joe, what are you worrying about that for, right? And I'm like, what do I want to worry about it for? I don't want them to give them the money. I want it. You know how much money I spend in gas a month? If I can get an extra $15 back or extra $20, I want it.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I always shop at Dillon's or Kroger, whatever you want to call it, because of the money you get back. I mean, I got to buy the stuff anyhow, so I might as well buy it from a place that, after I buy $100 worth, I'm going to get 10 cents off on fuel and 220 and 300, so on. So,
You gotta
I'm
have money
normally
to make money, so you're right. Okay,
30
so I had to,
cents off a gallon.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, I went with my girlfriend, right? I told her, look, you're not gonna have to ask me no more money for gas. Here, take this card, and the card's got 5% back. 5% back on all gas. The thing, the thing is that you go in there, it's just smart ways in there of how things evolve into this 21st century with technology, and you can look at the credit cards. And there's only certain cards that give you cash back on cash. So is that if you didn't know this, you could be going, how many times you can be going there to get gas, you give them cash or you give them your debit card. But if you had this Capital One card, you get 5% back. It should all the way around to operate like that. I just don't think it's free. It doesn't matter how much money you got. The thing is that if you're not smart about how you manage your money, you can just end up just giving it away. And it's not even a charitable organization. You give it away to tax. So.
okay, so what I had to do, just so you guys know on a technical basis, is I had to move the money into pro.coinbase.com and buy DAI. And DAI in Pro Coinbase was like 99 cents per DAI. It was kind of weird. It was fluctuated a penny. And then it charged me in Pro Coinbase. Isn't that crazy? And then I had to transfer the money into my Coinbase. So it's there now. Or earning, I guess, and you don't have to stake it. It just automatically earns it by just sitting it here, right?
Right. Yes. Yes. It just does it itself. All of a sudden, it's going to say, "Here you go."
So boring ass money is sitting here and die, but that's okay. So, but that's on a yearly basis. Okay, so Joe, I want to just confirm that you have this. So every week I have like 10 bucks go into my Coinbase ATM card. It's my coin, yeah. So I have 4% back in Stellar Lumens. So you could give your girlfriend a crypto ATM card and you get 4% back in Stellar Lumens. So I earned $5.50 in XLM. But you can say,
Click on that, Susie. See if it accepts DAI. Because I don't think it does.
okay, let's see.
I think you got to have USD. That's why I got to bring them back to USD.
McDonald's, Jamie, I got Jamie Liquor with it. Taco Bell. And this I was buying something. I wasn't paying attention. That's so bad. It got declined. I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, I bought a domain on it too. Joe, I think I bought the domains for my trading scripts or something on that. All right. So
You're clicking to see if it worked with US or DAI.
yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. That's bad. But damn, that sucks. I got 4 declinations. All right. So
see, it says USDC right there.
Oh, right
so
here. Oh.
But
Oh,
can
no.
you use DAI? Yeah,
Oh,
DAI's right.
yeah,
Well, no, I don't know.
Yeah. So I could
Select it. See if you can select it.
All right.
Because you can always take it back.
No. Spending is like selling. At the end of the year, we'll help you with the taxes on any crypto you spend. There's also a flat 2.49% fee for each DAI transaction.
Right. Well, that's with all what you're doing. Everything's cost you that. But if you use USD, it doesn't.
If a merchant puts a hold on your card, we temporarily sell your crypto.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. How do they know which crypto to sell?
Dude, I could have left my money in US dollar and you just used US dollar. What does this do? Let's see. All right.
USDC.
No. Okay. Oh, look, maybe. Oh, wow. We could change our rewards.
Yeah, but look at USD doesn't do anything for you. Except there's no fee. That's what it does for it. Whoa, they got Doge now.
You could get Doge, you can earn Ethereum, Bitcoin, but I'm all about the 4% back. So Rally, AMP, Graph, you'll get way more Graph AMP than Stellar because AMP is like 5 cents, man.
I have Rally for mine right now because you can switch anytime you want to Rally.
Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, I haven't used it, but let me go back to USDC because I have it set up to automatically. So Joe, have you got your crypto ATM card yet? Your Coinbase?
Oh, yeah. I do have mine. You know, I mean, like I love really all this crypto stuff.
All right, I gotta use it. I just
You know where it won't work? It don't work on cash stuff. I tried to use it for the MoneyGram for IME and it won't work. It right away when you do it, it says this was not available. Use a different card. I told Coinbase that, and they said, yeah, you can't use it on. They name many FIMO or FIMO or whatever that's called. There's some weird cards, but they're cards I guess for buying use cash to get whatever you're doing. I think that's probably for the government. If you're using it to do cash, the MoneyGram, then maybe they think they can't trace it or something. I don't know. It's really upset me because that was one of the reasons I got it.
To move stuff around.
Well, but to use it you take crypto and use it for MoneyGram. It's one of the things I'd have to use it out of my bank, because you can't use credit cards on MoneyGram. So I had to use debit. So the only place that, I had a pile of money would be on crypto where it earns me.
All right. So Joe, you stabilize with DAI, and then you could be staking Algo, Cosmos, and Tezos, but you choose not to because they're fluctuating, right?
Yeah.
Because you would have lost all the this is a good example because Tezos just lost 5.58%. So there goes all your annual income, right?
That could be why I, only got $81 since 2018 or 9. Well, heck, I don't know if they started. I don't know if they started staking back then or not. Did they?
Wait, here, listen to Joe for a second.
Okay.
Well, I was just wanting to just say is that you're right on what you're looking at there on the percentage change, because you'll never see that DAI take that type of fluctuation, right? And now that's not really a big fluctuation if you don't have a lot of money in there. Like if you got less than $100, then it's not really a fluctuation. But
Right.
if you look at it on $1,000, then it can kind of add up that fluctuation. But to be fair, right, I won't say that it's not a bad investment, because like right now, Susie, when you get that percentage down, right, you could be buying more. So you could be saying, you know what, I'm going to add to this every time I see the percentage down 1% or 2%. And then that's a better way to add to this than to add to it every week blindly, because you could use that volatility in your favor. But if you don't buy more when the percentage is down like this,
How much do you buy, Joe?
Pardon?
How much is it
Yes.
that you would buy then when the percentage is down? Like what we got here.
The amount that I brought, like if I brought $100 worth, I would try to buy another $100 right now.
Okay.
Because when the market does recover, it's going to give me a better cost average price. So I try to keep it equal to.
Okay. I remember that.
Tighten, and if you tighten up the right way, you'll get your 5%, and you might even be able to make 15 or 20% if you tighten it the right way.
Okay.
By adding into it, and that's something that you won't be able to do to the DAI. The DAI is stable, so
right, it's staying a buck.
That's what I'm trying to point out, Susie, is that even though it is a higher volatility, it doesn't mean that you couldn't apply a strategy to that volatility and put it in your favor. With an education. Now, if you didn't know, well then you would fall victim to that.
Right.
Whereas that you might not make in there at all. That's the market. That's just how the market is, But
right.
I say, put that volatility in your favor, right? And then if you don't want to deal with that shit, just put it into the DAI. Like that's what I do.
Right.
Like, I don't really want to deal with it if I'm putting like 15 or 20,000 in there. Like, it's just too much.
Yeah. But like if you watch you got a good point there. Yeah. I'd be like pissed. I'd be like, I went to bed and I lost like $100. You're right. Because even if it's $100,
$40 on like every 1,000, like that could be like right here on $10,000. I mean, like that might not bother some people. It would just bother me. Versus like the
because
DAI,
you know better than that.
It's just boring, but I don't risk anything.
It's riskless.
Yeah.
Well, it's a hedge on your inflation.
But I'm okay.
What'd you say, dude?
It's a hedge on inflation. You take that money out and the dollar is inflating, keep it in DAI and you get your 2% and it's stable.
Yeah, so the 2%.
Protecting your money.
It's like a 2%.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like I said, I never really staked any of that stuff. I just I used those coins and I bought some, and that's what happened. And when they were being staked in Coinbase, I said, okay, I guess I won't move these up to pro because they're making money. I'll just leave them there. And all my rest of my coins basically are up in pro. Well, actually not. I am in both.
So
I'm getting ready to think about taking all my
APY.
stuff out of Binance, Susie.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you just want to simplify your life.
I just think things of Binance it's really strange what's going on.
Yeah, because they're getting kicked out of like a
and
portion
they
of
once before they did it to us, right? You know, and I don't know if you
yeah.
said you took your money out. I don't know if I lost money or
Well,
not. Because I don't remember.
well,
I
yeah.
don't remember if I had money in those in Binance or not. I'm thinking I had to have Binance for something, and so I got that exchange for something way back when. You know, some
Tony, hold on a
coin.
second. Joe's gonna say something. Hold on. What is it, Joe?
Well, I was just gonna ask anybody if they had an account of Kraken.
I do.
Right?
I have an
Is it,
I
like,
have
how
an
do you?
account, but I have nothing in it.
He
I
said
was
he has nothing in it.
I was planning to put my what the heck's XRP in it because it's sitting here at Coinbase and it didn't. I don't know. Somehow it wouldn't let me transfer or something. I don't remember what happened. So I have nothing in it, but I do have an account there. Why? Is that a good one or not?
Well, I just mentioned it because it's just something that I was looking to do. You know,
Okay.
as I was over there in Kraken, and you know, each brokerages they have their own pros and cons. I
Yes.
guess that's the best way to, right? And
Yes.
what I noticed is that there are some specific coins that are traded on the Kraken that aren't accessible on the other platforms.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah. There's.
you know, so I think that like what I was mentioning to you guys in here of having two baskets, right?
Yeah.
Just ironic that like what I do is I go on the trading view and I create a basket list for each one of the brokers because I want to see what the coins are doing on each one of the brokerages, like on the weeklies.
Right.
And this is a week talking about, right? Because I'm in the direction of the weekly and the daily, right? And what I noticed is that the big difference is that this Kraken has the currencies on there, and these currencies in there, with the crypto, they trend, you know. So it's just like, you know, to have these different baskets, so like, you know, you're able to choose and focus your time on everything that's moving in on the weekly. And I think like that's really what the game is. And like, you know, the broker is only going to have but so many coins that are winning on the weekly because they can't have all the coins winning in on the weekly. If they did,
Right.
it'd be like the paying everybody to win.
Right.
Like when you casino, there's only a percentage of those machines that are set to pay out at a specific time. If not, the casino wouldn't be in business. They would lose all their money.
Good point.
Everybody would go in there and win. It's the same way in this business here, where each brokerage might have 300 coins. And out of them 300 coins, there might be only 10 of them that are good the next 3 weeks or the next 4 weeks. The rest of them, everything may just not be right with the timing. So the thing is that we should be spending our time on what's moving on that weekly. So if we have two good brokerages, we might be able to create a basket of 30 coins to keep ourselves busy and have another 30 coins like secondary on where we could double down with all our profits. You know, and that's just something that I throw out there. Like maybe next time when you talk Susie, like I'll show you the different currencies on the Kraken that I was looking at in there, and then also we'll take a look at your weekly basket, the one that you did. You know, I mean, like because I'm really like we're coming into a new year, and each year I learn more, right? And this year here, I've learned so much. And one of the things I learned is that when we came into the beginning of this year, all this crypto wasn't really, I mean, it was popping and moving, but I really wasn't really taking it seriously. And then when the markets, like, you know, really started to put these highs, and I started to get more involved in here. And when the market pulled back in May, June, I learned a lot. And one of the biggest things that I learned at that time is that, you know, to stay with the main coins, because like in my basket right now, like there's coins that I have that I'm losing on. But you want to know what I'm losing on? I'm losing on all these other blockchains ones off of the main block. Meaning is that like I got my Ethereum positions, right? And even with this fluctuation, I'm not losing any money from the positions I built the last 5 to 6 months, right? Ethereum,
yeah.
I was like it pulled back in May. It was maybe down to 32 or something, right? But the ones that I'm losing hundreds of percent on that are still down, and God knows they'll still come back, is like the comp USD.
Oh God, I did
right?
too.
And then market, MRK. And all that was part of the Ethereum chain blockchain. Now, here's my thing, what I learned is that I never lost that much of a percent in that short amount of time ever in the stocks or the Forex market or the futures market. You know?
Oh shit.
And I learned in there not to do that again. Because the thing is that I was sold, because the volatility was higher, I was under the impression that it would be stable like the Ethereum. And because of the way I staked my positions, right, I'm still down like 500% on the comp, 600%, and on the Ethereum now I'm up. And I'll never do that again. And right now, like I lost so much that, you know, when you know, like if you get out now, you know, like why get out now? You know what I mean? So like, you know, not all my trades went well. The ones that didn't go well were the ones that were off the blockchain. So I learned to stay away from those, right? You know, because, you know, that's not going to really take me there. And then the second thing I learned in there is really matching up these weeklies and the daily, because, you know, we've been doing these training, and we've navigated, me and Susie, since May, June, like when the market come down and she put her low in, and then in August we were there with the rally, and the last we've been in there on the highs and lows on everything on these cryptos the last 6 months, and everything that's been confirmed with that weekly have been consistent, meaning is that like it matched the expectation, because I was already a daily trader, right? And it just so happened in there that the times in there where the daily failed, right, it was when it wasn't in favor with that weekly. And then after seeing that apparent over and over again the last few months, especially with the last move that we had like in November, or about a month ago, you know, it's just really just like I'm just really understanding how the game works at the broker, and the way the game works with the broker is that you know, they got 300 coins there. There's 300 games in the casino, but there's only 10 of them coins that are, you know, a percentage of them coins that are actually going to go up the next few weeks.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just a matter of us determining which ones are trending, and then having the secondary list. Because, you know, if you got your information from that Palm Beach, you should use that, right?
Yeah.
You know why? Because we should use every advantage we can to win.
Oh, look, it just went up. Ethereum just went up to 190.
No?
Yeah, well, all right. So I will do my research on the Palm Beach picks. To be honest with you, Tika just came in and said, all right, you gotta sell. And he was a smooth operator, man. He said, you gotta take profit. And collectively, some of these shits that he recommended were 95% down. I just thought, oh my God, these people must have been flipping the F out, because they paid $2,500 to get this information. Now, collectively, you know, all the coins did go up on an average, but the ones he told to sell out, some of those suckers were down 95% from when he recommended them. I was like, oh my God. Could you imagine having to tell someone that? And to me, that's such a risk to be like giving out picks. Like people ask me all the time, what should I buy? I'm like, nothing until you have these overlays to know when to sell. Like it's not responsible for me to say buy this if you don't have the right equipment to know when the flip to get out. I mean, Tony, do I ever tell you what to buy without I don't really tell
Nope.
people what to buy.
Nope. You just show what you're buying.
Well,
I'm
and
gonna
I
buy.
also,
I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy. This is. I'm gonna get some of this. Entertainment use only. Opinions only.
Tony is so seasoned.
You know, just for entertainment purpose only. Not a financial advisor.
Yeah. Wow. Look, on the daily.
Sorry.
Oh, wait. Did someone have a question?
Sound
Yeah,
like
I was-
Tony was talking.
Tony. So how many check marks do you need on the weekly to determine, okay, I'm good to go, I'm going to the daily now? So is it 3 check marks? Is it all the overlays? What is it?
Well, the main thing is that TSI on the weekly. All right, because the other ones, you know, are going to lag. They're not as reactive to that as the TSI. So once you got on the TSI on the daily, right, or in the weekly rather, right? Now you go to the daily, and you got the green dot on the daily. You get in, and then if you want to take it a step further, right? Since you know you got the green dot on the daily, go to the 1 hour. Like do another chart, Susie.
Weekly TSI is green. Green dot.
Yeah.
Then go ahead,
Susie, if
sorry.
you could, yeah, I wanted you to do something for an example, just to kind
Okay.
of show you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Which one do you want me to go to?
Well, what I want you to do is that you know how you can hide all the other stuff, the other indicators.
Yeah.
Can you hide everything except the TSI?
Yeah. Do you want me to keep a split screen or just one chart?
No. Well, I want you to go up to the top, like where it shows you the.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. Okay.
All right. So you know what? I'm going to just delete them. I'm just going to hide them all. Well, all right. Hold on. I don't think I need to make a template with just the TSI. I never did that.
Yeah, you can just make one chart and then remove everything, and then this will just be the TSI template.
Okay, remove indicators. Okay, so now I'm going to go to FX. That's where all the scripts are. And, ooh, I don't have it on my, so here's my invite only script. So if you guys get these, this is what happens. And I need to look for the TSI. You're not going to have all these. This is just Joe and I working together forever. Okay, so I'm going to star that so it's in my favorites. And then go to my favorites, and there it is. I'm going to click on that. Okay.
Good.
All right, now I'm going to take this. I'm going to, oh, should I delete this one, or does that just happen to always be there?
Well, just keep it like that because it's a regular chart, and save this template and just call this TSI.
So, how when I do that, do I click back in here and say save as, or do I save template? Okay.
Yeah.
TSI only. Okay, so that's how you save a template. Now I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to go to my save templates, and I'm going to scroll down to TSI only. Okay, so now we have this one. If I click on this, you see the D, that's the daily. Click on this, and that's the 1 week, and then you could also confirm 1 week. Okay, so here we are. Beautiful. Thanks, Jojo. All right.
Now, if you go
What is TSI?
Trend strength indicator. Okay, so let me just type that in. I'm sorry, I didn't give you guys, I got to make slides for my own show, Joe. I'll get better, guys. I do another show and the official one. Okay, so TSI is trend strength indicator. It just shows you that that the market's moving up or down. Okay, green means up, red means you better have sold, girl, and green means it's time to buy. Okay.
Okay,
Joe,
I got one quick question for Joe.
That's Miriam from Cleveland. She's a cute 70-year-old woman like Angel.
You don't have to tell my age, girl.
Oh, I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry.
Anyway, Joe, I need to talk with you, and it's me and you.
You want to?
Okay. That email address that you had for me, it was I don't know what happened to that, you know. But how can I contact you?
Well, Joe, you can't contact. You can only see him on these videos. He doesn't really talk to people.
Well, look, it's Susie. You know, look, we'll work something out for her. All right. You know, I mean, I don't want to. You know, and maybe it's something private. You know, let's say in there, Susie, right? After we're done, you can give her my email, right?
Okay.
And then you know, and maybe she needs help in somewhere, and we can help her out. You know, and it's just privately.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right,
okay.
I can do that.
All right.
You know, I mean, you know, if anything, I just want everybody, the time that I'm spending with everybody, I want you to try to get the most out of me, and you know, that we're together, and anywhere that I can kind of help, you know, on this whole thing, that's my job.
Right. You know what? I'm getting ready to go to bed. I had 3 hours of sleep. I was on Skype last night, and I am pooped.
We bored her out. She's got a Bitcoin accepting store. She has a store on Bitcoin, and we've been wearing this woman out in Ohio on our 7-day crypto pays workshop. But girl, you got a digital asset. You got a digital store accepting Bitcoin now.
Right. That's a beautiful thing. So, Susie, I'll get with you tomorrow, and I'm gonna say good night to everybody, everyone.
Good night,
Miriam Jackson Davis.
I don't use the Davis. I don't even like him no more.
That's a postman.
Miriam
That's your
Jackson.
postman.
Yeah, Jackson, my maiden name. Leave the Davis out.
Hey, down with that.
Oh, wow. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I have to go.
Have a great.
All right, Miss Jackson.
Okay, Miss Lewis.
You're so cute. You should. Joe, we had the best webinar the other day. This woman started taking her clothes off. I am absolutely serious. We were laughing so hard. This guy in Africa. No, this guy in Africa. He was like working on something. It was such a boring webinar or Skype. But Marion's face was so lit up, and he could only see a corner of the Skype, that it triggered him to be like, what is going on? So I wish I would have seen, and it wasn't being recorded. I wish I could have seen Marion's face. But this woman, she can't hear. She's deaf, and we didn't know who she was. She just pops up in the video, and she starts taking her shirt off. And Miriam goes, oh, girl. In her voice, she goes, oh, honey. Oh, no, don't do that.
I'm like, no.
Mary's going, no. And then she had a tank top on. So we're all like, all right, we're good. You know, she was just hot. We don't know. This girl pops out of nowhere, right? And then she starts going for the tank top. And Mary starts going, what'd you say, Mary, when she started taking the video?
No.
And Miriam,
don't do that.
We didn't know who she was. She just popped up on the camera. We thought some random person in our Skype group, and she took it off, girl. All off. But we couldn't see anything because it was a side view. And then Chris finally, I was bawling. I was holding my crotch because I was gonna pee. I was peeing out of my eyes.
Susie made me laugh till my face was fired.
So I think I worked out my tummy muscles so hard I couldn't stop laughing and crying. I never. I wish I could have seen Marion's face, but I was crying. I couldn't see anything other than the girl.
Well, okay, let me.
Good night.
Okay, good night, you all.
All right.
Tony, good night, Tony.
Good night, Marianne.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. All right. So what did you want me to show now? I got the TSI going, but this is great.
Okay, but what I wanted to show you to do is if you go up to the top, right? Right next, don't go to the top onto the template. You see how you have the two windows?
Yeah.
Okay, go hit that. All right, and then go down to number 3, and you choose the second one right there.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh.
And then make that a 1 hour chart.
Okay. I'm gonna do 1 hour right here, and then I'm gonna do 1 day here, and then I'm gonna do 1 week here.
Right.
Oh, I'm so excited. You've never had me do this before.
Yeah, basically, once you have that weekly that says yes, and then now you have the daily that says yes, now you can take it a step further, right? Because everything is in alignment.
All right, I'm gonna hunt one. Let's gonna find one.
You know.
Oh my God, that is a great view. So guys, I don't know what type of account you have to have all these 3, but I know I have the pro account, just so I don't want you guys to get pissed off that you can't do the three side shuffle here. But if you decide to get an account, get the one with a 3 viewage. Oh man, this is hard. This is good that it's hard though, because man, it really simplifies my trading perspective life, right? And this is what we want, a filtration system.
I have a question.
Mine. Go ahead.
So
what I was gonna say.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Keep this in mind, right? Is that I don't know, like if you have 2 screens, right? Or you might only have 1 screen, right? And the weekly is something in there which that bar is not going to change until the end of the week. So even though, like Susie, you're seeing this on 3 here, like if you know that the weekly's up, you don't have to keep watching the weekly. You know, so like if you go back, Susie, and let's say on one of the examples, right? Let's go in here to let's go to the basket, the weekly basket.
Oh, okay. All right. Oops. Go back. Okay, so that's right, because we had the weekly, I called it.
Okay, and the thing is that we want to spend our time on what's moving in the weekly, right? So, Susie, what you can do is that like if you put that, you can actually type inside that you can actually if you move that over to the left a little bit more so you can see the symbols.
Wait, I just want to save this. I'm so sorry. Week number 53 TSI show, whatever. Okay, good. I can put this. Okay. Cancel. Okay, sorry. So what did you want me to do? I'm sorry.
Okay. But what I was saying is
right on it.
Is that if you go over to the make it if you go over to the right hand side where you have the symbols, right?
You mean the left hand side? Yeah, right here. Okay.
No, the right hand side, just so you can move it over so we can see the symbols.
What are the symbols like?
If you can go up to the top and hit above the clock, put it back the way it was, right?
Okay.
Okay, and right next to symbol,
oh,
move it so that
yeah, like this symbol.
Yes, so we can all see the symbols, right?
Okay.
Okay, good. It's getting late here, right?
Okay.
But I'll tell you what I like to do on here, with everybody. Everybody's we're on the same page, right? Let's say in here, we're gonna get together next week, talk again. right? And right now, Susie has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 symbols on this weekly, Susie, right?
Yeah.
That you have in here. Thinking here, like, let's say this right now becomes our tentatively primary basket. And everybody has an assignment over the next week, right? To say, okay, well, if this is our primary, is there anything that we want to add to our primary, right? And then also secondary, to make a secondary list. And then that's an assignment here where over the next week, maybe something in here where now we can create in here really balanced portfolio.
Yeah.
With the coins, and then we can start spending the time on what's actually moving and challenging the technology. It's like, this is what I call the technology challenge.
Okay.
Because, you know, when you take a look in here at these different coins, Susie, right, just with the simple TSI, when you have that weekly, which is that the green dots on the right, everything is gonna be moving with that breath, and there's gonna be a good chance that we're gonna see
Yeah.
swings.
Look how much I made. Because I put that trade in $572 while we were talking.
You got the weekly breath behind you.
Yeah.
So if you want to experience some like great success, like working together and the goals that we have in there, like we really want to get plugged in and number one, get organized. And I think a really good way to organize it is that, you know, separate and create these two power baskets. And you know, and then, you know, once you're on the weekly, Susie, now you can get into the Fibonacci. Like if you do the two side by side,
yeah,
on this product right here, and then put the other two templates, like the one with the volatility index and the Fibonacci, and then put the other one with the daily. You know, I mean, now you know, you can have that market breadth in your favor, and then you can really unleash the technology. You know, and I think overall that's really the way to go, because any market that's trending, it's going to be moving up on the weekly, and I think that, you know, if we can hit the right markets on the weekly, there's a good chance that we can go like